Players,
Yes.
I'm gonna roll a d6, and we're gonna see who gets to recap.
I know. I'm so bad at that.
That's great because it's you.
No.
I wish it were me.
Wait, is it actually me? Oh no! Is it actually me?
I tell you what. For funsies, you can have Fran recap the scenario.
Okay.
But it's going to affect the fact that you're dreaming.
How so?
Your first roll will be with disadvantage.
Okay.
Do you wish to hand off the to Fran?
Don't you dare.
No.
You have to do this.
Okay.
You can do it.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so we last time on D&D, we had our ship gather, and Sam and Fran told everybody what they're up against with having to fight a demon. And everyone was like, that doesn't sound very cool. And then half of them went to no, but then the other half were like, yeah, that sounds neat. Let's just do that. We're all sailors and gonna die anyway, so let's go over here. So they went to the side that said yes. And then Gerdak had an interaction with Lavender, and Lavender was like, yeah, no, fuck that, and took Sealy and left. And then we met some fucking bloodborne motherfucker being like, yeah, I can help you with your demon problem, and I got a big bushy beard to prove it, and I'm gonna go help you guys with that. And stop laughing at me.
No one's laughing at you. Okay, Aaron's laughing at you.
Anyway,
I'm red in the face. This is some bloodborne motherfucker.
And then Doc talked with Sarah and was just like, I know how to save your husband, but not really. Gift of gab. And then Fran and Sam had a bit of a talk. I don't remember what that was about though. And then yeah. Something like that, and I think Fran and Fran, Sam, Gerdak, Gragnar, Garum were all talking with the bloodborne motherfucker about plans on how to defeat the demon things. Oh, and then Gragnar talked with the Shield of Asmodeus, and the Shield of Asmodeus was like, here, take this sigil. It'll help you protect from whatever the fuck the other guy's gonna do. And yeah. That's my recap.
If you don't make that whole recap in animatic, I swear to God.
Content.
I want whenever it comes to the Sam and Fran having a conversation, I just want you to scribble out their faces. I don't remember what they're talking about.
Sam and Fran having a conversation. I don't know what they're talking about.
We have to be like stick figures of them.
I don't know what they were talking about. It probably wasn't important because it wasn't about me.
Yeah. It starts off with super detailed, like them sitting like this, like pose, and it's like Sam and Fran talking about something, and it's stick figures. I don't know what they're talking about.
Just throw them out a window.
I think they were making up or something. I don't remember. And then Gragnar was there, but he was twirling. He was just like, "This is my twirling stick."
Yeah, he was helicopter.
Daddy, watch me twirl.
Voguing in the corner.
And then Garum ripped off Fran's shirt, apparently.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Because he saw the hickeys.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's my recap.
You had your shirt open to begin with. You were like, I leave out a button and wear it as fucking proud. Like,
I'm going to wear it as a trophy.
Trophies? What are you talking about? Trophies. Multiple.
Garum, I have a son-in-law.
No.
Anyway, that's my recap.
Okay. That's a C plus recap.
What do you mean? It's a great recap.
C plus.
It may not have been in order, but it happened.
All right. Yes. So that is very much most of what went on. The party has pretty much decided that they will be heading towards the city known as the Devil's Den, and that they will go ahead and head out that way during the morning of the next day. They'll go and get the ship together, they'll get ready to head on out, and they will be good to go. So, with that, like I said, we're going to start with Serafina. You lay your head down, and you proceed to try to dream. You were told that if you dream with this journal underneath your pillow, it would give you some sort of benefit. As well as the fact that you had another book that you received that was a basics of like the history of oracles.
Yes, I hid that one before I started sleeping. So
yeah, it's a history of oracles, and it also has some information about deities and things like that, like a list of deities, which is not something that
I
you
called
normally
it
see.
a Pokedex of deities.
You can call it what you want. Again, the fact that your intelligence score is a negative is not my fault.
It's not in game. That's just me in real life.
All right. So, with that, I need you to roll a wisdom save.
A wisdom save. Okay. Which dice? We'll do this dice. That is a 13. The save is no, that's the modifier. Shit. Which one's the save? Oh, here it is. Okay. 13.
Okay. You lay your head down, and you are trying to think of dreaming. You're like, I need to sleep. Okay. A lot's been going on for you, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And this wisdom save was one where you wanted to be low, actually, funnily enough.
You want to be what?
You wanted your roll to be low, funnily enough. So you did actually succeed this by failing it.
Okay.
You close your eyes and you rest. Then you open them. And you are in your room.
My room? Like...
You're in your room. Your room back when you were about 13 years old.
Oh, shit.
And you're simply waking up and you see the stars outside your window. They twinkle lightly as you rise from your bed and walk toward the balcony. You always liked the fact that your room was in the tallest tower, far away from all the mess that you considered your family at the time. As much as you loved your mother and father, as much as you loved being with them, even at a young age, didn't quite feel like you belonged here. I want to know, what do you do as a child? What did you do when you would wake up unable to rest, unable to sleep in the middle of the night?
I want to say as a child, she would either just kind of, like what she's doing now, go at the balcony and just stare at the stars, or she would just start reading, or both.
You find that on your balcony, you've actually built up a sort of cot out of pillows and blankets. The night's air crisp in the fall. You can see your breath begin to build up. And you find a book underneath one of the pillows. It's a simple story about an adventurer who goes forth and fights and strikes down evil. A princess like you, but known as Princess Man.
Princess Man?
Oh
Princess
my god,
Man.
Aaron.
It was a storybook that was given to you by one of your uncle's advisors who was way too kind to be working for him. Sadly, this was pretty much the first and last gift he gave you before he stopped working with your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a silly story. Fairly thick and handwritten. It seems that one of his small joys was writing books. It's the story of a princess who goes forth and fights evil in the forefront, leaving her kingdom when necessary to strike down great, disastrous monsters, from evil dragons to great entities and deities. You can think of it in real world terms as if He-Man
Oh my god.
was a series for young girls. And you flip to a page where you see her at her weakest moment. Everything she cares about has been stripped from her. Her blade broken to a horned menace stands before. Princess Man, you come to me, and you wish to stop the inevitable. Your friends have fallen, your enemies have risen to new heights. What do you think you can do in this moment? What does Princess Man say in return?
I will keep fighting until I can't anymore.
I would expect nothing less from my arch nemesis. But today is your end. And the story tells of his hands reaching to the sky, this devilish entity, and the sun reaching down. Like a smoldering ball of fire from hell's pits, it strikes Princess Man. And that's when the story ends. You don't remember what happens next, and you think that the story was somehow incomplete. But it still rings to you that in the time of destruction, in the weakest moment, Princess Man's last words that you remember, I will never, ever give up. As you sit there reading, you hear a familiar voice. An old voice that you had long since forgotten. A voice that you had cast out at a very young age, about 15. Reading that book again, I see, Seraphina.
She turns around to see who it is.
Sitting on the balcony, as if they had climbed it or fallen from the sky themselves, he's a very old-looking dragonborn. His neck is a bit longer than most, and he has a very pale complexion. Small circular rimmed glasses that barely fit on his nose, making him tilt his head to the side as he speaks to see you. You remember this as an imaginary friend that you used to tell your mother about. You called him the old dragon god. Tell me, why do you like this book so much? You read it almost every time you can sleep.
And she's gonna close the book and stand up. I just find it comforting.
And as you say that, you realize that it is not the childish voice that you hear, but you are standing on this balcony fully grown. Yes. It is quite comforting knowing that people never give up. How have you been, my child? It's been so long since you've conversed with me.
Do you want my honest answer, or...
Of course! I've always appreciated honesty, even when harsh.
Things aren't great. There's a lot going on regarding... Beck just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on regarding the gods and fates and a bunch of demons.
Yes. Asmodeus seems to be quite the busy little troll, don't you think?
Wait, how did you know what I was
I-
talking about?
Because I never really went anywhere. I've respected your wishes, but why would I not keep an eye on those I care about? I promised you I wouldn't intervene, but you and your friends are quite loud. And he climbs down off of the balcony, and you realize that he's this small man. Only about 4'5", 4'6".
You're saying intervene as if you can actually do something.
Of course! I can help you. You slept with my journal. You wished for my assistance, so I'm reaching out again.
Can she start... Can she make an insight check on
Yeah, go ahead.
who she's realizing who this is, maybe?
I mean, yeah, but also you could pretty much presume from that commentary. You've read the journal. You also know that Garum gave it to you specifically for the reason of, because you asked about contacting it and information.
So, do I even need to roll?
No, but you can if you want more specific information.
Yeah. I feel like I have an idea, but I don't know. That is a 19.
Perfect. You see this small, short, long-necked, and old dragonborn sitting before you. As he hops down and he kind of waddles towards you, you begin to remember more of your childhood. You remember there were times that you talked with this old dragon king, this old dragon god, this fictional character that you presume to not be real, and yet he was able to give you information. He helped you make sure you didn't fall in a hole when you were running through the field as a child. He blocked falling stone. He has always, when you wanted him, guided you. But when you rebuked him, when you rebuked Bahamut for the conflicting ideals between him and those around you, you said, I do not wish to remember you. You and your people have been nothing but of hate and confusion. Are you sure, my child? I just want to live my life. Your wish is my command. The memories rush back to you as you realize who stands before you. It is not some god king, not some random entity. It is Bahamut, god of dragons, brother to Tiamat.
You're...
Oh, please, don't freak out about it. Don't freak out about it. Everyone always freaks out about it. It's exhausting. Now, come. He taps at a seat. Your room is gone. The balcony is gone, but the stars are still there, and you seem to be standing on a lake full of stars as well. There's a table with tea. The sweet smell of honey on the air as he almost has to hop into his chair. Now, what can I do for you, my child?
She's still kind of dumbfounded, and she sits down anyway. I was just told to sleep with this journal, and...
Yes, but what was your goal?
I don't really... I didn't really think it would work.
He did it on a whim! Oh. Alright. Well, I'm here. It worked. What would you like to ask or do or say? You want to yell at me or do the Macarena? I don't care. What are we doing? It's been so long since I've conversed with you, and I haven't heard from your mother in decades, so, I mean...
As soon as he mentions her mother, she's gonna start kind of crying. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know. I don't even know if she's alive at this point.
She's alive.
And I don't...
She is alive. Broken, torn, mutilated, and changed, but she is alive.
I've been...
Go ahead, my child.
I've been in a state of feeling lost for so fucking long, and I took it out on you and a lot of people.
That's fine. It's fine. Youth are meant to grow and change, and that means getting angry and sad and mad and irrevocably pissed some days. Other days it means being happy, joyous, so full of energy and youth that it makes old bones like mine forget a few thousand years. You were justified in your anger when you saw how your uncle used my name. And when you spoke up, you were ignored. Even children have mouths, so why should they not be heard?
I wish everyone had that thought process.
Yes, well, people who believe they are the wisest in the room are often also deaf to everything. I like the idea of thinking I'm a complete and utter moron. Because then you can learn anything from everyone. That is true wisdom. So tell me, child, what do you wish to know?
How can we kill Asmodeus?
While I agree he's a bit of a piece of shit, and while I did have to be held back when you were run through, and not in the fun way, I will admit that there always has to be a demon lord. There always has to be an absolute evil. This world, at least their deities function on absolutes. It's disgusting, it's inflexible, but it is. Asmodeus is a conduit for lawful evil in this world. The type of individual driven by his own ego, but bound by laws.
Are you saying we shouldn't kill him?
Oh no, that is completely up to you. You wish to stab a bitch, stab a bit. He is in fact a bitch.
Thank you. You know, everybody... Yeah, anyway.
But what I'm saying is, if you kill Asmodeus, someone else has to take his place. Someone else takes on the form of the devil.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. If you Make Asmodeus a god, and you strike him down. He will not die. He will just cease to be on this plane. His body will float through the ether, broken and decayed for most of eternity, with countless groups trying to bring him back, just like every dark, forbidden deity ever to exist. If you were to kill him, you would have to, before he became a deity, you would have to kill him on his own plane, which means going to the lowest place of the 9 hells. He tells you there's 7, but there's 9. And, he would merely consume you there. Make you his next vassal. So yes, making him a god and killing him, casting him into the ether, that would be interesting. But if you were to truly kill him, truly end him, someone else, someone connected to him, someone he chose, would take his place. Irreversibly, irrevocably, they would become the new Asmodeus.
He would take Ron.
That's always an option, a possibility. Ron is the best fit for it, I might say.
God damn it.
You're wishing to shake the core of existence, child. Did you think there would not be side effects? Did you think that there would not be consequences?
I don't know what I thought. I thought it would just go away.
Nothing just goes away. There's always a mark left. If you uprooted a tree, roots and all, out of a forest, would there not still be an empty hole?
But that hole can be filled with
A new sprout?
something else.
True. Now, you had something specific for yourself you've been wondering about. Knowledge and wisdom, right?
Yes.
Just like nothing can be removed, nothing can be added without consequence. So, for the lack of me being able to just give something away for free, I am still bound by the code of the gods. So, what would you be willing to give up to gain such knowledge and wisdom?
Well, what kind of knowledge and wisdom are we talking about here? Because if it's just what scale of wisdom and knowledge?
That in itself is wisdom and knowledge. What would you be willing to give up? And I shall offer in kind and in excess.
My wings.
Your wing.
She's gonna, I guess, summon her wings.
There's a moment. When you say your wings, there is a moment of freezing from Bahamut. And when you bring your wings forward, the light of your wings reflects in his eyes, and you see tears. Are you sure, my child?
She looks visibly hesitant.
He stands from his seat. And this time he matches your eyesight. It's a little bit taller, actually. And he looks younger. And yet somehow more so tired. I hadn't seen these in so long.
My wings.
Yes, yes. I will take them and I will give you wisdom and knowledge. Are you sure about it?
Can you tell me something first?
Let me see your hand.
She gives him that gold hand that she has.
And he sits and he looks at it and he turns it over. A small trade before the big one, then. He takes his claw. He sticks it in the palm of your hand and it hurts. As he goes through your hand.
Mm.
He pulls up. And you see gold and red spinning together until they become an orb. The old ways are often the most powerful. He takes it, claps his hands around it, and he goes, "It is gone! The old magic in the blood magics, yeah." What would you like to ask first?
Why do I have these? And she points to her wings.
You have my journal, and in the back it tells the story of me meeting a young woman. Very beautiful, very wise. She used to bicker with me about how stupid the gods were. Myself included. And as a deity based on wisdom and knowledge, I fell in love with her curiosity. This was thousands and thousands of years ago. People called her the first priestess, but in reality she was my first and only lover. From her came the bloodline of Ashengar and royalty. From her came you and your mother. She was made a demigod by our union. I did my best to keep her as mortal as possible because she did not wish to join me. But she gained such beautiful wings. I had not seen them on anyone, except for the one time your mother flew.
My mother has wings as well.
She did. Then they gave them to you. Forgive me. Sentimentals. I will take them. And I will give you the knowledge and wisdom necessary. But you will have to interpret it. Books are only good for reading. It's up to the people to figure out if they're worth keeping. Do we have a deal?
As a player, I'm very conflicted.
You would be giving up your fly speed. Any of the abilities that come from you flying or using those wings would be gone.
Yeah.
But he did promise to give you something of equal or greater trade.
You seem even hesitant for me to give you these wings.
Because they're one of the few things that remain in this world of her. It's purely sentimental on my behalf. Love makes you not want to give up things or change things. Especially when a person or object of that affection is no longer here.
I know how that feels.
You do. Yes, you do. But,
Actually,
what? Go ahead. What's crossing your mind, child?
I have a... I have ingredients for a certain elixir.
Oh? Pique my curiosity now. What do we got here? More booze? Good booze, shitty booze.
A pomegranate elixir.
And he gets quiet. And he looks at you. So you were planning on making him a god?
Yes, but now I don't know if we should.
It's the best bet for you. You wish to cast him aside, that is the way to do it, and you have the options. But you'd need something that could strike down a god. And as I recall, there's only 2 or 3 items like that.
But you said if we do kill him, something would still have to take his place.
Yes. Irreversibly so. There is always a god for portfolio. Portfolios being representations of aspects. It's how we get our power. I have wisdom and knowledge. And am I a god of old age as well? These are my trifecta. Asmodeus would more than likely become a god of law, corruption, and wrath. He would have to earn more portfolios, which I'm sure he would qualify for nearly instantaneously. The more portfolios you have, the stronger a deity you are. And the less held in place you are. If you give me your wings, I can promise that I will give you what's necessary if you have the tools to finalize Asmodeus' fall. But again, someone will have to take his place. Hell needs a ruler, or else it will fall into disarray.
Okay.
Give me your hand, child.
And she still very hesitantly holds out her hands.
And as he takes your hands in his, pulls them up and he kisses them. May this wisdom guide you. And there's a flash of light that fills the room. Please be strong. This will hurt. There's nothing I can do about that. And you feel the hands holding you softly as you feel what feels like large clawed hands wrap around the base of your wing. I will make it quick. And there's the snapping of bone. There's the tearing of flesh.
She is screaming.
And there is the ripping of your astral wings from your body. Immediately, soaring pain reaches through you and peaks as they are ripped from you. These items, these wings, these generational pieces of love tied to your soul, not just your body. You feel it throughout the agony. But as soon as you feel it, you also feel cold hand across your back. And there's a soothing coolness that reaches across the entirety of the area. And you hear a voice. One you do not know. Comes from behind you, and as you open your eyes, you see Hamut looking behind you, his eyes wide. As you hear this voice. Thank for loving us. And Bahamut cries. He shakes. And again, he seems so small for being a deity. Seraphina, it hits you that this entity does not feel like some overwhelming god, but more like a person. Would you say that rings with you?
Yeah.
And he hugs you. The blade will be enough. When you awake, the last page of my journal, there is a contract. In simple terms, it will offer yourself and Fran up completely as his servants.
As whose servants?
Osmodeus's. But the devil's in the fine print. I cannot tell you what the fine print is, because he will know.
He'll know that the contract's being made.
What you can do is entice him. He's a slave to his enticement and law. When Fran walks through that church, stab Fran with the contract.
Stab Fran with the contract.
Place it upon him and stab through him with the dagger. Litigation will begin. And then he's gone. You're standing on a lake of stars, seeing many more in the sky, and suddenly stars begin to fall. One after the other, they fall down and up, colliding with themselves in big, bright sparks of light, and the world begins to rotate and spin, and you feel like you're falling. But it's peaceful, restful, it's calm. Before you know it, you feel the crest of sunlight on your eyes. And you are back in your room the next morning. Wrapped in your hand is the book. But the cover has changed. It simply states, "To my descendant, to my wonderful child, Seraphina, may your life be prosperous and your love be whole." What do you do?
So just for clarification, so you said once she reads the contract, Osmodeus is gonna know?
Bahamut said that in the last page there is a contract.
Yeah.
He will not tell you what the fine print is. Because if you know, Osmodeus will find out.
Okay.
In other words, trust me, is what he's saying. You take it, you hold it against Fran when he is possessed, and you stab him with the dagger that kills the gods, and all he says is litigation will begin.
Okay. Does she feel like any soreness in her back? Is there any remnants of that?
There's an ache. Do you choose to look into a mirror or anything like that?
Yeah, she's gonna get up and see if there's anything left on there.
You turn your back, and you see what looks like claw marks across your back. As if something had taken flesh from you, but they look like old wounds that have healed.
Oh, I was gonna say that might have been me, but that's
In fact, you notice that all your wounds have been healed completely. You look down, and you see that while you still have a golden hand, your chest is flesh.
So the bit that was all gold on like my abdomen and shit is gone.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Bahamut has restored a portion of you to the best of his will. But your hand is still golden, as if a mark of a deal once made.
Okay, she's going to very hastily go and read the back of the journal that he told her.
You open the journal, and on the very last page you do see contract of indebted servitude, duration indefinite. Party A and Party B agree that Party A will serve Party B until their own end.
Okay.
And then there's a bunch of smudges, almost like smudges that you look at and you realize that they're really, really small, like barely perceivably small writings.
She's not going to read those.
What do you do now that you have this?
She's going to close the journal. Put it in her satchel and then grab the other book. And see if there's anything on Osmodeus in there.
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. That is a 12.
You start skimming through the front of the book because everything's alphabetical.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't find anything on Osmodeus. Instead, you find an entity named Ao or Ao or something. AO is how it's spelled.
Okay.
It says the first and the king of gods. Brother to Osmodeus.
Ooh.
This is not the first time Ao had been mentioned, by the way.
What was the other time? Well, then. Okay, yeah, she's gonna close that book as well and put it in her satchel. And she's going to start putting together the ingredients for the elixirs.
And while you do that, we are going to go ahead and jump to Fron.
Yeah.
Fron, where are you? What are you doing?
I just had a conversation with Gerdak on the deck.
Ah. Would y'all care to either reenact or continue on from there?
I don't mind reenacting.
I don't mind.
Continue.
Okay.
Gerdak's gonna approach Fron and tap him on the shoulder.
Hey, Gerdak. 1 second. And he's gonna turn to the sailors that he was talking to. Okay, if you have any questions, you know who to turn to. And he's gonna point to William. You go to him. He'll tell you what to do. Go. He's like gonna shush them. Like, go, shoot.
Gerdak will wave at the sailor. Sorry about that.
And they nod and they run off.
All right, Gerdak, you have my undivided attention.
Hey, I wanted to speak to you about something.
Okay.
I wanted to go ahead and reestablish my terms of pay as working for you.
Okay. Did you want more? Did you want less?
No, actually, I wanted you to forward my pay to the Burner Guild, specifically written for Lavender and Sele.
All right. That wouldn't be a problem at all. However, it wouldn't feel right not paying you for your services.
I mean, you're giving me a lot. This is more than enough for me. I've got somewhere to sleep. Cookie's been feeding me really, really well. And I'm honestly just here for the fight. So I really don't need the money. Actually, to be honest with you, I've never needed the money. I've just been in it for the fight.
Okay. And he pulls out a small black book that he's keeping the contract in.
Mm-hmm.
And he's looking it over. Okay, I can absolutely change this up to where the payment will go to whomever you deem it to. In other words, if you decide to change your mind in the future or they feel that they've had enough riches, you can always donate it somewhere else, and I will gladly send it there. However, as I stated, I have no problem paying you and still sending the funds. That money is not a problem here.
Again, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
All right. Then in that case, and he rips up the current legal document. This is null and void. He writes up one that looks with a few minor changes. Very straightforward. All right. So this is the new document. You get to choose where the funds will go to, no matter where they go to. You will have a life insurance, so to speak, because we will be fighting some very dangerous creatures. I know you're looking forward to it.
I'm so excited.
I know. But still, it would feel wrong to not give you something for that. Now, that being said, though, I will supply you with absolutely anything you need, so long as it is necessary for the fight. Does that seem appropriate?
Absolutely. I mean, food and water is all I need, so.
Well, Cookie can absolutely supply that, and I can absolutely supply Cookie with the food. And Fran is going to pull out a another little square, like sponge, like the ink thumbprint thing. But instead of black, this one is red. Okay. Press your thumb here, and onto the paper, you will sign the document per our agreement. And once you feel our contract is through, we will end it.
I really appreciate this, Fran. And I'll take his thumb and just...
Perfect. And he's going to fold it up and put it back in his booklet. I will keep, however, the ripped up documentation just for, purposes of my own. I like to keep track of everything and everyone who signs something that I make for them. You are my employee, and you will be treated with the utmost respect. All I ask in return is that you protect me and my own as if they were your own.
Point me somewhere to fight, and I'll fight it.
Perfect. We'll be fighting soon, so make sure you grab enough food from Cookie. Rations are going to definitely be a must, and I actually do plan on going into town and grabbing myself a few things here or there, potions and whatnot. Do you need anything?
No, but I do have a word of warning.
Of course.
If you buy eels, don't name them. It was really hard to eat them.
Oh no. And Ron's gonna just stare at him. Are you crying?
I'm gonna go see Cookie now.
Okay, yeah, you do that, buddy. I'll let you know when we leave.
Thank you.
Credak's
gonna go down below deck.
I'm picturing the most shoujo shit right now. They turn away and cry with the tears of the air, and it calls me for a second. It becomes like watercolor.
Fran's like a chibi in the background, like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh my god.
He's got the pretty eyelashes from Oh. All right. And with that, you said you were going to go into town. With that, I'm going to go ahead and jump to Sam.
Yeah.
What are you doing this morning?
I'm probably still in bed with my husband.
Gay.
You and him, after long talk that you guys had and bickering that was had, and being able to communicate with each other finally very clearly, snuggled most of the night. You wake up to... Normally, y'all are like spooning. You wake up to your head on his chest, and he's holding you firmly. You can hear him breathing deeply. He's asleep, and that's a 50-50. Like, sometimes he's awake before you, other times he is out cold. And you see sunlight, and you know that he's normally up before the sun is up. And then
Normally.
normally. And then you realize the sun. You're in the Underdark.
So I'm gonna sit up in bed and like look at, is it like coming through like a crack like in the window or something?
Yes.
So I'm gonna sit there for a second and look at the light coming in, and at first I'm not gonna think anything of it, and then I'm gonna peer back at it again, realizing where I am, and I'm like, and I'm gonna run toward, I'm gonna like quickly hobble towards towards the window and fling open the shutters to make sure, like, fuck, is there anything on fire or what's going on?
You throw open the window, and you don't see the Underdark outside. And as you realize that, you turn around and you see that Garam's not in the bed. And you hear whistling. An old shanty. One from when you would swab the deck in unison with the crew during good times and hard times.
Where do I hear that coming from?
Outside the window, there is a light in the distance. A lanyard sitting on a post. An L-shaped post that holds a lanyard hanging down over what looks like a body of water. You hear whistle. What do you do?
She's gonna throw her coat over herself and then quickly walk onto the top of the deck.
As you walk out from your room, what you see is your ship fractured. You open the door and you see what looks like wood planks twisted and made malleable as they reach into a void. And despite your door being on the opposite side, that lanyard is straight ahead. Soon your ship seems to be turned into a dock leading up to that light.
And she'll follow it.
The whistling gets louder. And then you hear the sound. The sound of men singing. Dead men tell no tales. Living men bleed for well. Dead men tell no tale. But living men bleed for the well. You look over the edge. You see the bodies. No, the souls of old crewmates floating just beneath the surface. And they all sing the same song as you approach the edge of the dock. And there you see a single boat. Ferryman's boat. A hooded entity sits in it. Two copper pieces.
What is this?
Two copper pieces. Sail the river Styx.
If I turn around, what is behind me?
There is nothing. It is warped away, and as you turn around, you see the same end, the same dock, same boat. He looks up, and his face is not there. There's a slit for a mouth, but the hood covers him, and his oar looks like the end of a scythe. Something I'm sure Gragnar would recognize very well.
Oh. She's gonna breathe deeply and not too sure like if she's dead or not. She's just gonna play along. And she's gonna look in her pocket to see if she has anything.
Normally you have lots of odds in it.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case you have two silver pieces that hold a skull and crossbones on one end, and on the other end hold a gravestone with an etching in it that simply says, "Here lies the dead cat."
And shakily, I'm going to hand it to him.
Again, you hear the sound. Dead men tell no tales. The living men bleed for the whales. He takes them, and then he gently takes your hand and leads you into the boat. As you sit down, lights, like little flames, begin to spark, leading a path down. And in the distance, you see a throne. He wishes to speak with you. And he proceeds to row. And you do see that his oar is a scythe. Small as it may be, it glistens. And as you see him reach into the water and push down to push, it cuts through the souls of the dead, and their faces contort in pain before fading away. He's silent. He doesn't say a word. No eyes to look out, no nose, no ears. Just a small slit where the flesh is the mouth. Feels like hours. All you hear is the same line over and over again, and you see the same faces in the water over and over again, dying as his blade cuts through them to propel you towards the throne. But the closer you get, the more you see there is no one on the throne. Instead, you see another dock. And setting, with a foot dangling in the water, and a hand on their chin, and a broken horn, is Asmodeus. You pull up next to him. He seems to not necessarily be looking at you. Come. sit.
And she'll sit.
I've had time to reflect. Time to think. Time to research. You're not the type to be swooned with pretty words when you know who and what I am. But I have a deal for my dearest descendant. Would you like to hear that deal?
Will it cost me anything?
Only your time to hear it.
Then I'll hear it.
There's whispers. And I am weak. Believe me, I am not happy to admit that, but I am very weak. My mother, he reaches up and gently touches, almost as if it hurts. That horn took something from me. I'm sure that she gave it away as a gift and as an apology on my behalf.
Also, DM, you're cutting out.
I'm sure my mother, and he reaches up and he touches his horn as if it hurts, has given you all a gift on my behalf as an apology for my overstepping, as she would like to say. I don't expect to get that back. I don't really want it back. This will grow back with time. But I have a deal for you. I want to offer you a chance to protect everyone on that ship. You've all accepted a little quest of mine, correct?
Yes, from what Gragnar told us, he spoke to your son.
Yes. Shield. The most loyal of my sons, might I add. But because of that, he lacks a bit of ferocity. Honestly, I would choose him to run this all if I ever perish, but he would just stand there doing bumfuck all. No one to give orders. No orders to follow. I want to offer you the ability to kill my other son and bring him back to me. And I want you personally bring him back to me. Ragnar has a mark on his hand that will stop the blade from possessing him. The blade of Asmodeus has a weapon of choice, much like the bone devil you dealt with. But if you pick it up, if you allow his soul to intertwine with yours, I'll give his power to you. And I will cast him aside and crush him for his ends. For all intents and purposes, you would be a demon. A devil, actually, specific. My new blade. I would allow you to have your own free will, but once every 100 years, I need you to do me a favor. But it would most definitely allow you to protect everyone on your ship. You would have similar abilities to your last captain, able to work that ship purely with thought. But I'm sick and tired of my son not listening. I'm sick and tired of him just disobeying. And I really need to blow some steam from all of your actions as a group. I'll even let you add any one rule you want to this. But you still have to do me one favor every 100 years.
Can I be frank
Sure.
with you? As I'm sure tempting as this would be to some, I don't necessarily think it's my place to rear your children for you.
Oh, I'm not asking for you to rear them. I'm asking for you to kill it. After all,
That's not my
once-
responsibility. You brought him
Correct.
into this world. You should bring him out of it if that's what you want. You're the ruler of the 9 hells. You could do anything you wanted to, right? You could kill me now if you wanted to.
Can't kill you. Friends can't.
Speaking to the mic.
I can't kill you right now. Friends contract states that
You could
if
make me wish I was dead.
Yes, I could. But again, I've had time to reflect, and I realized that I got really emotional with y'all. Really petty, really. That's because y'all just kept digging into some sore parts of my soul, you know? But once Fran's contract is up, I plan on utterly murdering every single one of you. I plan on giving you the worst possible deaths, and I plan on ruining your existence and eternities for all of it to be. And this is my one chance I'm giving you to not have that happen. And I'm bringing it up calmly and with dignity. Because I will admit, I have not been dignified. I've been wrathful. And sad. You've seen what happens when I get wrathful.
Yes. I've seen what happens when spoiled little boys don't get what they want. My captain was one of them.
Oh, fuck.
Tell him, Sam! Tell him!
And it sounds like you have a spoiled little boy on your hands. So respectfully, I will decline.
All right. Fine. I like what you did there. I like the wordplay. I appreciate it, really, I do. Who am I kidding? I'm not patient. And he reaches through your chest, and he grabs you by the heart. It's time to wake up, Sam. And he rips it out of your body. The agonizing, the twisting, the pain. You wake up gasping. Garum wakes up terrified as you scream into the morning. And on your chest are 5 marks, like fingers that have reached through you. It's through your shirt. Dry blood. You touch your chest, you can still feel your heartbeat inside. And you hear one last thought. At least you can tell my mother I tried. I need you to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Yes.
Hold on.
The effects of fear running through your bones right now.
That's a 17.
You are awake, and it takes you about 5 minutes to calm yourself down. Your heart is in your lungs and then up in your throat, and you can feel your body vibrating with adrenaline as Garum sits there with you, and you ground yourself in the touch of your husband. You ground yourself in the voice of him asking if you're okay as he cradles you. And over the course of about 5 minutes, you pull yourself together. You were feared. You felt like running off the ship into the water and swimming as far away from wherever you are. Garum and you together held yourself grounded. Barely. What do you do? It's your morning.
I'm gonna sit up in bed and just panting. I want
What
Garrus
happened?
next to me and just.
Good.
I'm getting really tired of this shit.
What happened? You alright?
And then I'm gonna look at my palm and see the mark that Seraphina gave me. Ozma fucking Deus, that's what happened. And then she's gonna get up and start getting dressed.
I thought he wasn't supposed to know where we are.
He doesn't. At least not that I know of. We had a little meeting.
Little meeting? He gets up and he starts putting on pants and a shirt, dressing as you do. And he walks over and he grabs you by the cheeks and he holds you and he leans his head into yours. Are you all right?
He wanted to make another deal with me.
Fucking course.
I didn't do it. I didn't.
No, I know you didn't. I know you're... And he smiles a little bit and you're too fucking stubborn.
He said that he could ensure the safety of our crew and everybody aboard. Make it an absolute certainty.
And
And I said no. In exchange, he wanted us to kill his son, which is
we're
the
already going to...
demon that we're gonna go.
Weren't we already going to do that?
Yes, but I was going to, according to these terms, hand deliver him to Osmodeus. I said no. I said that he needs to control his own breaths.
Oh. And
then he got pissed at me and then reached into my chest for my heart and sent me back to here.
And he looks at your
and
chest.
said that he's planning an unbearable death for every single one of us.
That's about right. And he looks at your chest and he can see two of the marks right underneath your collarbones. Jesus fucking Christ. And he holds you. Pulls you in and he holds you. My dumb, brave wife. Just be careful. Always. Please.
I know. This isn't gonna stop till we're dead, though. It's not.
Yeah. That seems obvious. But hey, being tormented by the Lord of the Nine Hells, or the Seven Hells, or whatever the fuck his number is, while with my beautiful bride is a lot better than doing it on my own. It's like taxes.
You pay taxes?
Don't you?
I got a couple things to do around the ship before we head out. I'll talk to you later, babe, and then she'll like kiss him on the cheek, and then she'll walk out the door.
Tax evasion has never swayed so enticingly. And he proceeds to get himself ready for the day. Next, we're gonna jump to Gragnar. Gragnar, right? I assume is just standing in the corner somewhere, going with his little stick, hovering from the amount of swirling he's doing.
Holy shit! God damn! I forgot what the fuck I was doing. I know we left off of Ragnar talking to the wolves. We talked to Doc. Damn, where the fuck was I?
You had talked to Doc, and you said that you were after you had done with the wolves. You were just kind of vibing. You were literally vibing.
I was waiting for that fucking shipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the deck. Yeah.
Yeah, they told you the shipment would arrive tomorrow morning. So like.
Yeah. To the deck.
To the deck. As you go to the deck
for my shipment.
Yeah, as you go to the deck, you actually see a drow woman with a book, and she's got several large cases with 2 cages for 2 different of the blind chickens.
I forgot I ordered those.
And you also see Fran staring at the 2 blind chickens who, oddly enough, stare back at him, cocking their heads. I've got an order here. It says for the cobalt, and it belongs to a Gagnar.
Gragnar.
Yeah. Gagnar. All right. I need someone to sign here, and I need someone to also sign off on the chickens because them being a well, since they're only able to be sold to outsiders from the governess, so someone has to sign for that too. You should have a sigil. Oh, okay. There should be a sigil that was given for trade and processing.
Fran will show the sigil.
All right. And she pulls out a little box that you can put the sigil in, dip it in, and then dip it on the paper. It's ink.
Is it a Bones Day?
No, I'm short.
Alrighty, thank you. Can I get a signature and then a co-signature?
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just sign Ragnar's signature that we've established. Smacking the ink, smack hand on the paper.
How avant-garde.
Fran pulls out his red pen and he signs the paper.
Brilliant. Excuse me, sir. Documentation must be signed in black or blue ink.
It changes colors.
Looks at it. It's still red, sir. And if it changes colors, then I can't guarantee it'll be red or blue when I turn it in. And she pulls out a second version of it. To sign correctly this time. Just because you're
pulls out in blue ink.
And just because you're friends with the governess doesn't mean I have to get my job fucked.
Fran is going to blow on the pen real quick, kind of like dust on it. Don't worry about it. And he just signs.
If this turns red in the future, I will find you.
It will not. It's blue.
Okay. And she again has you dip, stamp, and she takes the other paper and she burns it right in front of you. Like, can't have that sigil getting around. It would sure as hell be really nice for groceries, though. And she has Ragnar, you slam it down again, and she just goes, so that wasn't a joke.
No, that's my signature.
That is his signature. That's correct.
Was I supposed to have something else?
I'm not paid enough. Here's your items and the itemized list of what you received.
Cool,
have a great day.
Here's a tip. I give her a gold.
Holy.
Is that not enough? And he reaches into his bag. Hang on. And he's like, oh, here you go. And he hands her a platinum.
She sits there with a golden button in her hand. I apologize for my coarse behavior. You're both beautiful and handsome, and if you ever ever need anything, I'll gladly bend over. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. That's very
Thank you for your
unprofessional.
services. You have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
night.
That was
Yeah.
so fucking awkward. Oh my god. She walks away and she steps down. She just stops. So she looks back and she stops and looks. And she goes, I'm in the wrong profession. But now I can start the right profession. And she shoves them into her pocket and proceeds to. You see her just drop the documents that she was carrying. Like she just drops them on the floor, and she points to the guy who's carrying the boxes. This is your business now. I'm done. I quit. And she fucking walks down the road.
I forgot I bought chickens.
You forgot you bought these? They keep looking at us.
There was a lot going on. We got the chickens.
Y'all know the chicken from Moana?
Oh my god.
I fucking love that chicken.
It's just two of those, but blind.
I love
They're little hays.
And they go.
it. Oh my god.
Oh, and it like Fran like picks one up by the neck. Oh, why did you get these?
I haven't seen. You know, I don't remember. I don't remember who told me. I feel like. Yeah, I don't remember. Somebody told me to get them.
At me.
I mean, I don't know. They're fucking edible, apparently. Somebody told me to get them. I don't remember who said it. We have them now. I also got stuff for the wolves.
Oh boy. What do these things eat?
I don't fucking know. I think we're supposed to eat them.
There are several cases nearby that say feed.
Oh, you bought pets, didn't you?
I don't fucking know. I thought we were supposed to eat them. I was just gonna give them the cookie.
I don't think these are edible. They don't really have a lot of. You know what? And Fran's gonna like whistle for some sailors.
Oh yay! Yay!
This is a shipment that Gragnar ordered, and he hands off the now choking chicken.
And there's like drool down its mouth.
There's two of these, and he hands them both to him.
Oh.
The feed is over there. Can you just make sure that these are put away? They're pets now, I guess.
We're getting fresh eggs. Fuck
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy.
Can I roll like a nature check to see if these eggs are edible? Because I know about these creatures. Because I live down here.
Yeah, you live down here. Go ahead, roll a survival check.
As he does that, can I say that I am also coming out to the docks? I forgot I wanted to go shopping as well.
You come up to docks and you hear.
What is there? Are so many dice noises happening.
Yeah, I have a big ass bag of dice.
What
you said
is going
survival
on?
Check?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
That was actually a pretty fucking good roll.
I wish I could tell you what was
Plus
going on.
4 to survival? What the fuck?
I mean, it makes sense.
Whatever. 23.
You remember everything about these chickens. You're sitting there like, I don't fucking remember buying these chickens. And then like you remember, oh yeah, they produce like 3 eggs a day, which is pretty good. And on top of that, the eggs, while the shell is borderline like stone, you can actually crack them open or drill a hole in them and then use the yolk like you would traditional eggs. But the yolk has no whites to it. It is just the yellow inside. It is almost all meat.
Kind of like a fucking ostrich.
Like a
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is very much like it's like miniature ostrich eggs. They are literally the size. You know, like the AAA grade eggs that are like really fucking big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the ones you can buy at the store, but they're like stupid expensive. That's what these look like. But they're like half an inch thick.
Jesus. I will relay all of this information that I suddenly remember about these. Do I even remember what they're called?
You call them stonebird.
Stone birds. Cool.
Yeah, you and other kobolds call them stonebirds because They literally shit what looks like stones. Their eggs are like egg-shaped stones.
So Ragnar says all of that, and then Fran just kind of looks to the sailors. What he said. Get them on the ship.
And the other one is dead silent and just kind of staring in a random direction.
Is it staring? It has no eyes.
You feel like it can see, despite the fact that it can't. And as you think it stare, its head slowly rotates to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna eat anything produced from those.
They
I
are,
didn't pick those ones particularly, but these are
to describe them, they look haggard, and they don't have like chicken chops or like little danglies. They are just black and gray feathers that with bald spots.
Oh no, they're mangy.
They look mangy. They look mangy, but like, wait, Gragnar, you remember looking at the others, and they all look the same. They all look mangy and thin. But like, you remember that they eat like the moss that's grown there and the mushrooms. And so like when you walk by the crate, you see that it says feed, and it says like dried moss and dried mushroom feed.
Fran's gonna point to.
They just this isn't even like a, these chickens specific. Like all of them look like this. It's just a thing.
And Fran's gonna point to the one that's screaming. That one's Tack. The other one's Juju.
You actually,
oh my god!
And you actually see that where their eyes would be, it's just sunken emptiness.
Yeah, I think I like these.
Didn't you just say you didn't like them a second ago?
They made me uncomfortable, but now they're kind of cute.
Seraphina's gonna look to Fran.
What?
Cute.
Look at it.
Cute.
Look at that. And he like grabs the one that's quiet by the neck and like shakes it like a noodle. Look at it.
It doesn't say a word. Its body moves like side to side, and its head rotates towards you, Seraphina.
Yeah, that's Juju.
Just looks at you.
I no, and she's gonna start walking away.
That's when Sam comes out of the top, and you see them all standing there with these random ass weird looking chickens.
Someone told me to buy them. I don't know who. I forgot.
Anyway, take those into the ship somewhere, please.
Alrighty, first hand, and they put they hold the cage up to put them back in the cages because they're not sure what to do with them. And they start taking it all down to Cookie. And there's actually a basket of the eggs already there. That's like a dozen or so per two baskets. And again, they look like rocks. They look like egg-shaped rocks. And they take those down as well.
And are they like passing me as I'm coming down?
Yeah, and you see the one that's really quiet, and just its head rotates while facing you. And then the other one is like upside down in its cage, like it fell over, and it's just kind of.
I mean, the eggs.
As I'm like walking down towards them, I'm gonna like look at them and be like, "Are we eating those?"
No,
The eggs are like multi-purposeful. They're weapons. You can eat them, and you can play the games with them.
We're gonna go
Don't
shopping.
feed those fucking things after midnight.
We're gonna go shopping. Do
I think
you
it's like
need
perpetually midnight.
something?
I think
William
came from shopping.
William?
Fuck's William.
William.
Fuck's William.
I'm
the
here.
asshole.
Hold on. What do you need? What do you need? I'm sorry. Take the fucking chicken. It's fucking weird. Yeah.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Is what like William's the name of the guy of the older guy that I appointed, right? Or is that I'm so bad with these names?
I thought William was the one me and Fran hated.
Yeah, William's the one you
I'm
guys
so
hate.
sorry.
She's
I'm
just
so
gonna
sorry.
glare at William.
What's the name of the officer that I appointed? I'm so terrible with these names.
I believe that was Victor.
Victor, thank you. So Victor is who I'm yelling for. I am so sorry.
Oh, well, okay. You don't need anything from me.
No, fuck off, William. Go.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, the captain has favorites. Okay. And Victor walks by, dipshit, fucker, and they cross paths.
Hang on, I have something to say. Just for continuity's sake, his name is Vincent.
Oh, it's Vincent. My bad. Vincent. I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
Vincent. That's right. Sorry, Vincent.
Vincent
Sorry,
Victor.
I have Victor here as someone else. I'm sorry. I was
Alright.
going through.
Well, we're gonna go shopping. It's just so we
Alright.
can fucking start heading out to whatever demon hellspawn we are gonna go to.
I'm
What are you
just
going-
going into town, grabbing a couple of things, and we're leaving. I'm not even going to converse with anybody. I just want to go
That's what I
in,
said
grab, and leave.
yesterday.
All right, cool. All right, so you do that. What the bloody fuck are those birds?
Don't
Don't
ask, and we're gonna
ask.
start walking.
Okay.
Those are Tack and Juju, and you will treat them with respect, and Fran's going to leave.
Okay. All right. We have
Anyways,
what do you need, Cap?
how are our supplies looking for the voyage? Do we have everything?
On top of whatever this stuff is, and he's pointing to Gragnar stuff, we actually had a bunch of stuff come in last night. The governess specifically topped us off without any worries. She even gave us some good booze, apparently. Apparently we got some really nice venom booze as a gift.
It's like fucking Gregor just fucking gagged
As
for a
much,
second.
I thought we
much
were
as I
walking
hate
away.
to say it,
Yeah, I left.
Huh? I went
I
shopping.
know, I'm just talking to
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just still standing there.
But yeah.
as much as I hate to say it, we need to keep the booze here.
And you see him for a second. His lip kind of tightens a bit. He's like, "Okay, Captain. Okay."
We need to be vigilant, and we can't maintain our vices. I'm sorry, it hurts me too, but we have to keep it here.
Question.
It's not like I'm an old man who could die any minute because my captain's sending me on death trips. But all right, go. And he sits there and looks at
A
you
lot of
side
gaslighting
eyes.
there.
She's gonna as he's walking, she's gonna pinch his collar real quick, be like, I have a small store in my room.
Okay.
Go up there.
Question.
1 second, we'll get to you. Okay. Jingle, jingle, jangle. Just give me a second.
No! We have been waiting for months! We want to go stab something! I'm tired! I'm tired of waiting! I want to fight!
You're going to if you let me get through the small moments of our pain. What are you saying, Sam? You got it by the collar? There's a little bit hidden somewhere? I'll go grab it for you, Captain.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
That's it.
All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What do you want?
I was asking. It was like, wasn't it going to take like a week for us to get there?
We're going to quickly scoom through that because you guys said you didn't want to go through the long haul
Okay.
of that.
No, we don't.
I want
All right.
We would have been there by now if we had
Oh my
left
God.
the day that we got 3 orders to go and fight them. Now we have 5!
Are you done?
Yes. Only if we move on.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys go shopping. You shop. What do you buy?
Potions.
Okay.
Yes.
What potions are you looking for?
Health
Mana, health and mana, mostly.
Okay.
I was
So,
gonna ask you guys before you left, but you guys already walked off. I already bought those.
More. You can never
Alright.
have too many.
all right. So you find the local shop. It's the same shop that Gragnar went to. And inside you see that they have 2 or 3 cases worth of like health potions. Each case is 4 because they travel. They're high cost, so they try to keep them broken up. At 50 gold for a regular healing potion, greater healing is 100 gold. Superior healing is 500 gold, and the superior and then Supreme Healing, which he only has 2 of, are 1,350 gold.
I thought it was a she.
Or she, yes. With mana costing the same price, we're going to say.
What does Supreme Healing do in comparison?
Supreme Healing is rare. It's 8d4 plus 8 healing.
We don't even have that much health.
Greater Healing is uncommon. It's 4d4 plus 4.
I mean, I think we'll be fine with the greater.
Yeah, we should be fine with the greater. I'll buy like 5 potions of greater healing and mana.
Okay, well, with our deal, it's 2 for 1. So, could round it up to 6, get 3 free potions.
That
Yeah,
works.
sure.
All right. So, from what you have on you, because again, this place doesn't have connections, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
That would be. You said you went for greater. That's going to be 600 GP.
Okay.
And then for the, are you doing greater mana potions as well?
So what do the greater manas do?
The greater does the greater does level 2 and below. It is the supreme that gives you a level 3 spell slot or lower.
Ron, what do you think we should get?
I think
I can go up to level 4.
we can get you one of the superior mana.
Okay.
Instead of potions, do you have scrolls?
Well, that depends on what kind of scroll you're looking for.
Resurrection.
And they look at you and they go, like, right through resurrection or just resurrection?
True resurrection.
They sit there and they look at you real awkward, and then they kind of go, so we have one. We have one, but they're very rare. They're a 9th level spell. Okay. Let me go ahead and check the price on that, because we don't have it listed here.
We were taking that instead of the potions?
We can.
And they look through and they freeze. That's going to be 250,000 gold.
Okay.
Fran.
You want to pay that all up front?
Yes.
She looks at you and she's like,
Wait.
where the fuck are you carrying this kind of money? It's like, what looks across her face? Okay, can I see the funds, please?
And he's gonna pull out, just as proof, he's gonna pull out a couple pieces of true platinum.
Okay. And they look at that. Okay, so that's. They look at it and they examine it. That's 40 gold right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Only 210,000 more.
How much platinum do you need? I have it.
I mean, it's okay. He proceeds to calculate. If it's just regular platinum, then that would be 25,000 platinum. If it is true platinum, then it would be 2,500 true platinum.
Okay.
Right, I messed up the math there, but
Yeah.
How much do you have, Ron? Jesus.
I have a bag of holding. And he just kind of reaches out into his bag and starts pulling out however much they need and putting it in little stacks so that they can count it properly.
okay.
You
Now,
just have
I will say that your funds are being run through at this point because again, this is what you physically have on you.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna get paid again once we do this.
But you have officially burned through. As you hand this all out, you have about 5 platinum left.
That's fine. These are my my side earnings.
Yeah.
This isn't my bank earnings.
So you proceed to pay for that scroll. And you don't want the mana potion.
No, this is fine. And he puts it into his satchel.
We still have the other potions, right?
Yes, we do. At the ship.
And they take the 6, 8, 9 health potions they put together for you, and then they go ahead and grab a couple greater mana, like 3, and they put them in a case for you as well as a bonus. You've just paid a shit ton of fucking money.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
It's no problem. And also, and they proceed to reach underneath the table and pull out that same VVIP card that Ragnar got. And they slide it across the table. Thank you for your service.
He'll take the card and bow to them. Thank you.
And you hear them mumble, "I'm so glad that fucking idiot wasn't here today." Talking about their apprentice.
Question.
Yes.
I'm talking in character. But
yes.
Do you know where I could find any books on divination or mediumship, something like that?
There's a couple of bookstores around here that you might be able to hit up, but we're not going to have anything here, really. The people don't really directly interact with the goddess. So it's mostly up to the governess. She might have some books, but we don't normally carry them here. I apologize.
That's fine.
But yeah, is there anything else I can do for you?
That should be it. Thank you.
No problem. And I take it y'all head straight back to the ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
She goes ahead and waves to a young man who was in the back. It's not her apprentice. He comes out and he loads everything up on a dolly and follows you guys back to the ship, taking them with you so you don't have to carry them. And then proceeds to drop them off. On top of that, you guys are.
I'm keeping the scroll in my bag.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna look to Farms like, you didn't have to do that.
Yes, I did. I don't care about money. I already told you that. I get so much of it. If we go to a bank, that amount that I just had, I can regain. It is nothing. We have plenty of food. I've already paid the men up front. They are set for the next 3 to 4 months. We're fine. I bought this because if something does happen to your mother, you will get her back.
Thank you.
No. Anything for my fiance. And he kisses her hand and walks away.
What's with that face?
I have the urge to do something that would keep y'all here longer. Y'all get to the ship, and as you get onto the ship, the crew is letting you know that you've been gone about an hour and a half. The 30 minutes travel there, 30 minutes to talk, 30 minutes to leave. You were on a mission. The crew is ready. The crew is ready to go. Gerdak.
Yeah.
You are on the deck of the ship. You have been chatting up some of the older gentlemen, trading stories about beating the shit out of other people. Including it was God, who was it? It was why am I spacing his name now? I knew his name so well.
What? Vincent? Yeah, I think that was.
Yes.
It was yeah, okay. My brain wanted to say Victor. I'm like, no, that's not right. But then my brain was, are you sure about that? And I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm doubting myself.
Victor is the other guy, the fucking Bloodborne guy.
Yeah. So it's Victor and Vincent are sending their trading stories with Gerdak when you return.
I love how we're just calling him Bloodborne Guy now.
He essentially is.
And you know, they're talking about how like they both like obviously Vincent is talking about like his past, Victor's talking about his past, and you're just soaking it in because they're talking about beating the shit out of dudes like twice your size in some cases, or monsters that were like, you know, were ripping people to shreds. And they're just like trading stories, and you're trading stories with them. What does everyone come onto the deck to hear you say?
Like, for real, like 5 of them all at the same time.
And you see the old man sitting there, respectable. You see the Bloodborne guy. Yeah, it's good. It's real nice. Bare hands or
Oh, nothing
Cool.
but. It was in a tavern. It got a little messy. I kind of lost count of like 2 of them, but I'm pretty sure it was 5.
It's always nice. It's always nice to be able to do things with your hands. It's a real pleasure for you and everyone involved, really. You know,
Really personal.
you really just get your hands in there, you know.
Hi.
Oh, welcome back. How was shopping?
Fine.
It's great.
The ship's ready when you guys are.
Great. Are there any last preparations we need to do?
I'm definitely going to speak up. We need a fucking plan.
We have
We go
one.
there, we stab the demon thing, and then we leave. That's the plan, right?
Exactly. That's the plan.
I've
Oh
a
yeah, and then
question.
you grab the thing.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Is flashing a part of that plan?
Yes. Whatever we
can
can
be.
do to kill it.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, do we want to send in like a scouting
Do we
party,
know-
scope out the area?
Want to send in cannon fodder? Is that what you're saying?
I was talking about me. I can turn into a fucking shark,
That is true. Do we know?
and I can
do we
turn
know?
somebody else into a shark at the same time if we want to.
Do we
do that.
know? Do we
Yes,
know
I
the
can do
name?
that.
Do we know the name of the demon?
The Sword of Asmodeus.
Cool. And she's gonna take out her book and start looking through it.
Investigation check.
Investigate. Okay.
Beck, what was the name of the Sword of Asmodeus? I don't have those notes here, unfortunately. I forgot them at work on the desk.
You're anonymous.
You're a novice, thank you.
13.
Okay, so you find Sword of Asmodeus Eurynomus, meaning the bloody blade. And you proceed to see that there's just a long list of crimes against humanity, against demons, against angels, like a lot of murder. And also, there's a depiction. But this is
Okay.
not the same entity, same thing you saw in your dream. Instead,
I didn't have any dreams about him.
I'm just saying that Fran is looking over your
Oh.
shoulder right now into the book.
Oh, okay.
You see no lips. This is a sketch. And you see no eyelids. You see stitching. Their faces pulled taut. They have no ears, just holes on the side. And it looks like they've been mutilated. But there's a look in their eye that looks both empty and hungry.
There's no other info on him.
Nope. It's just a long list of 2 pages of crime, which is big considering some deities have a single line explaining who they are.
Huh.
And it's a lot of murder, a lot of mutilation. It says when it says Moida, it just has a random number next to it. And that's not a year, that's a number of people dead, and some of those in triple, quadruple digits.
Big bird pose.
That's not the year.
Yeah. This. Yeah, friend. We probably should have a plan. better
You
plan.
don't fucking say.
What are you talking about? We have a plan.
Yeah, but a more
It's
thought out plan.
Yes.
If you want me to actually think of a plan, I would have to know more about what we're going up against. I tend to do more research about something rather than finding out hours ahead of time.
Why
that we're
don't we
gonna go
ask
kill-
Lulu and Lala?
We already have information. The government gave us a bunch of shit. We have this fucking bitch, whatever the fuck his name is. Him.
Anonymous.
We got whatever. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. We're gonna kill him anyway. We have him. He has what sounds like a fucking army of slads. Luckily, we found out that one piece of information being that there was a second one with him, which was the shield, but he's left. So we only have to deal with the sword. So it's sounding like he's taken over a good portion of the waterways down here for the most part. So we have an army of slads to deal with from what it sounds like, which is why I was thinking we could do like maybe send like a couple of people to scout it. Well, maybe
Do
like
we
two
know?
probably at the most.
Do we know what he's like sensitive to, like weaknesses, anything?
Shield
Ron's gonna
didn't
be
tell
like,
me-
excuse me, and he's gonna step away for a moment.
Yeah, Shield didn't tell me anything, but I'm assuming with this holy water and the other person who is literally in charge.
Oh, and the
who's
silver. We
yeah.
did plate our stuff in silver.
Fran's gonna open the book. Lulu, Lala.
And you see the blue and the red. Yes, Fran.
Long time no talk. How are you doing?
Doing good. We're doing good. I want blood. Calm the fuck down.
That's wonderful, Lala. I have something to ask of you guys.
Flesh and
You're cutting out.
I haven't touched flesh in months.
Oh no.
Cool.
Forgive
That's
them.
fantastic.
Forgive them. Someone smells of their old master.
Excuse me?
I can taste it.
Who?
Give me a moment, and you just see ...
Who's been around him?
And suddenly you see a hand come through.
Oh shit. Fran, you better take this somewhere else.
Fran is immediately gonna run to the room.
And as you run away, they point to Sam.
He stops. And he's not going to make it obvious, but he is going to look over at Sam.
And a mouth pops up on the hand. Please. Blood.
Shut up.
And it goes
Give
back.
me information on Euronymous.
Euronymous, child of Osmodeus, second born, third rate by his father's word. Wishing to be more like the father, he is nothing like. He consumes the flesh of the living and the dead as he wishes. Short-tempered, easily distracted, and driven by murderous intent to prove himself, he will deal all pain. As the blade, he is the torture of the nine hells. He is good with a blade and terrible with kindness.
Would you say the easiest way to deal with him would be to distract him?
His ego exceeds even that of my original master.
Fran.
In a moment. What
you
is his
roll in
weakness?
there?
Holy items, silver. He is weak to these things in mortal form, but he will not die. He will be sent back to the nine hells.
Hmm.
You must be on his plane to murder him. The 8th plane of hell.
We're not trying to murder him. We're just trying to get rid of him.
Shame.
No, I think we were supposed to kill them.
Do you want to go to the Nine Hells?
Please, master, just some blood. It hurts.
Fran is going to bite his thumb and drop it onto the page and slam it shut.
The page opens like a mouth and tongue laps at the drops as you close it shut. Seymour, feed me! Seymour!
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me, Naya.
Fran is going to put the book away and walk back over to them while they're still talking up a plan. So apparently he has quite the ego.
Well, that's
That
not
doesn't
surprising. Yeah.
Yeah. We know his dad, so it's not that.
That being said, he is driven by murderous intent, and we can definitely play off of that as a distraction, meaning one of us is going to have to be bait.
Ooh,
All the others kill. And Fran's gonna look at Gerdak. You do realize he can kill you, right?
Wait, what did Gerdak say?
He volunteers as tribute.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm fast.
say again, Gerdak?
I'm pretty fast.
Well, in that case, Gerdak.
Plus, we
I
have
should-
the other issue of what the shield told me and Gerdak is he has some ability that only I'm currently shielded from.
Correct.
I have no idea exactly
Well,
what
then-
that ability is.
How about we trust the both of you? And he points to Gragnar and Gerdak to be the distractions. I am better with a blade when they don't see me, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
I know what you mean.
Sounds like a plan.
And Fran is going to turn to Sam. Do you have any input, Captain?
Sam?
Was Sam like in this immediate vicinity? I wasn't aware
Yeah.
that Sam was in this immediate vicinity.
You were all
Yeah.
on the deck, remember?
Okay, I just didn't know if Sam was like immediately like in the circle or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
You heard them say that someone smells of my old master.
Can we
But they
talk
don't
for
know
a
what
minute?
my book has. Why? We have plans. We need to move forward.
I know we need to move forward, but this will be of interest to you.
To me?
To everyone.
Then say it to everyone.
Is the crew in earshot?
Yeah, we're all here.
No,
the
the
crew.
extended crew is working around and stuff like that, and they just watch Fran's book fucking like stick an arm out. So some of them are like, "Yo!" Like, and some of them backed up. Some of them are looking at y'all. Others are like working because they didn't notice. But like they could hear this book screaming and go like, "I need blood," and it was like, and then hand came out and it was like, "Ah!" Like one dude is straight up against like the opposite side of shit. Like, holy fuck!
It's fine. It's fine. Is it fine? Look to Fran. Is it fine?
It's not
Sure,
exactly.
yeah, it's fine.
Alright, fine. He came and saw me last night.
Who did?
You know who did. Asmodeus did.
Like you came on the ship.
Like he came to me in my dreams. That's what he did.
Does he know where we are?
Not that I know of. I didn't tell him anything. He came offering deals again. I said no.
But
But It's more of the same. It's the same task over and over again. He wants his son dead, but for this deal to happen, he wanted me specifically to hand deliver his son to him.
I don't like that.
I didn't like that either. I told him
Does-
that he should handle
does
his
he-
own brats.
Does
What
he
did
know?
he offer you, Sam?
He offered me, and she's going to close in tight to you. 1, he offered me the assured security of our entire crew. He also offered me the position that his son currently holds.
What was the catch?
That was it. That we had to kill his son, and then I had to hand deliver him to him.
There was
I said
also
no.
a catch.
Every
That
100
was-
years.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Every 100 years, I'd have to do something for him, but demon shit.
And he offered your crew and everyone on the ship immunity?
So this
I
was
don't
what he
trust
said
that.
face value, but I didn't trust that either, so I
I
said
wouldn't
no.
trust that either, yeah. There's always a catch. He doesn't always say what that is exactly.
Hmm.
Kind of a bad deal maker.
That's what I fucking said.
I wouldn't say that.
Say what?
That he's a bad deal maker.
Are you saying that I should have taken this deal?
I think you should have thought about it.
Thought about it?
Immunity.
At
Oh,
what
weapon?
cost, Fran?
The safety of your ship, Sam.
For how long? He didn't say how long, Fran.
That's why you ask questions.
Fran, in her defense, I probably wouldn't have taken that deal either.
And I understand that. I'm not saying you should have taken the deal. I'm just saying you should have thought about it.
And she's going to look at him kind of sideways because this is kind of going a little backward, right? Like, beforehand, he was talking about,
I'm
don't
also a little
confront him,
confused.
don't upset him,
Mhm.
don't take deals from him. And now we're saying, oh, you should have thought about it. So Sam's more than a little taken aback herself from this response from him.
I'm also looking at him a little confused. It's like, Fran, you've been telling us not to take any deals from him, and now you're saying she should have thought about it?
I don't want y'all to take deals from them, but Sam is a special case, don't you think? We're just normal fucking people to him. You, however,
Does
Or
he
not.
know?
He knows that as a tiefling, I'm technically a descendant, but as far as I know, he doesn't know. And I'd like to keep it that way.
I'm not saying you should have taken the deal. I'm saying you should have thought about it just a little bit. My goal is to protect everyone on this ship. Protect Seraphina. Protect Ragnar. You, Garum, and Gerdak.
And that's my goal too, and that's exactly why I didn't take it. He offered security, but for how long? That's all I'm saying. So anyways,
I know.
that's why I brought it up to you.
It was just a thought. That's
Alright.
it.
Okay.
I should also mention something. I no longer have my wings.
You what?
Wait, you had wings?
Yeah, they were beautiful.
We went through this, but I did. I no longer have them. I gave them to Bahamut.
in
She got
exchange for
through it.
information. In exchange for information.
On what?
I should probably tell you in private because you never know who's listening.
You
That is fair.
remember Mohammed saying that this is not to really go too far. Remember, he was very honored. He was very on it about like, careful what you say.
Yeah.
So.
And I did just say, it was like, I should probably tell you in private because you never know who's listening.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then we'll talk about it later. And Sam, I mean no disrespect. Truly, I'm looking at this from a neutral standpoint.
And she's still looking at him kind of crooked, but she'll nod and she'll say, "Okay."
All right. And with that, do you want me to move y'all on through the boat ride?
Oh shit!
Yes.
Speaking of Bahamut, fucking shit. Gregny's coming with us, by the way.
Oh,
Wait, what's the correlation with Gregny and Bahamut?
Oh, I probably should have started with that. Apparently Bahamut sent them to us. Gregny can explain it better than I can.
Wait, hold
it's a whole
on.
thing.
Gregny can talk? What? Huh?
Did I not fucking tell you this? I think I told Sean.
No!
wait, Gerdak knows before I do?
I told you this like months ago. Well, not months ago. I
don't think
I'm
you
pretty
told
sure
Sarah.
I told you.
No, you didn't.
Oh shit!
You
I
definitely
coulda
didn't tell
swore-
Sarah any of this.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I thought I told Fran. I could have sworn.
You told Fran that you were pretty sure that they were like sentient sapient, more or less. Like you knew there was a little more to them because of how they acted around you.
Bob's
They
like
acted with
clutching
intelligence.
his pearls, kind of looking at him like, you told the new guy before you told me?
He was
That's
there. It wasn't that I told him. It's the fact that he was there when Gregny did speak.
No, it's fine. Really.
I mean, you guys
now
can
look
talk
what
to
you
them.
did.
I'm gonna.
You guys can talk to them if you
I'm gonna wait at the
want.
boat, and he's gonna walk away.
We're on the boat.
We're on the boat!
There is no other boat.
I'm gonna go up to Fran and be like, God damn it.
Y'all are taking this boat, not the other boat, because this is the boat. You
Yeah.
are taking the other boat.
Yeah,
You are
we're
taking-
taking
No,
the other
I thought we
boat.
were taking this boat.
No,
No,
you're
the
taking the other
crew
one.
is staying on this boat that doesn't want to get killed.
Oh, that's right.
We chose life.
Okay, I'm gonna follow Fran to the other boat and
And y'all,
start so we
the
can
other
start getting.
boat, the other boat was brought up next to y'all, so it's like right next door, and it's been like
I
loaded with all the
legitimately
stuff.
forgot. I legitimately forgot we were taking a second boat.
Is
I
Greg
did
the one
too.
that likes to get carried?
Wait, what'd you say?
Or is Greg the one that likes to get carried, or is that the grumpy one?
No, that's
That's
the
the
other
grumpy
one.
one.
Greg
The grumpy
will
one.
let you. Gregny, I'm
Also-
pretty sure
Don't
will
pick
rip
up
her right off.
Gregny.
Also, I
Thinking it's
assume
toast.
we're
Yeah,
gonna have some of
toast.
our stuff transported onto the other ship as well, right? Already?
You don't.
Yeah,
Do you not have a bag
Okay.
of holding at this point?
No. I don't pick up as much stuff as you
no,
do.
the princess is the poorest one here.
That's true.
Yeah. I have nothing left to
I
my
beg to
name
differ.
right now.
No,
What'd you say?
Gerdak has nothing on him.
Y'all arrive on the ship, and it is half the size of your ship. It's small in comparison. You guys all proceed to kind of get ready. Sam, you arrive on the ship. The crew have become familiar with the ship really quickly because it's the same model but smaller.
I got
And-
Gregny with me. You got Gregny with you. Toast is like on the other ship, looking over the edge at y'all, kind of whimpering.
DM,
What's up?
waving goodbye.
can we say that I put whatever ingredients I needed together into a vial already? And it's, okay.
It's in a vial. You've got
It is
it
with
in
me. I don't have anyone else knowing that I have it with me.
Okay, you've got that vial there. It's you've put it in a
both
chest.
vials.
Yeah, you have both vials. You put it in a vial. You put it in the chest, and you've got it at the foot of your bed in this ship. And again, you guys all have like, it's kind of only got like 4 rooms for major individuals, including the captain, and then it's got like the crew space underneath.
That's
So,
I mean, me and Fran are sharing a room now anyway, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all proceed to get ready to head on out, and it's a fairly quick setup. The crew gets everything going. This ship seems to have been an old merchant ship, like Fran, you're aware of, that was completely repaired. On top of that, there appears to be some seals, some magical seals that are on the ship that make the ship completely quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be heard approaching.
Ooh. Also, my cloak does that too.
Yes. We will say that y'all proceed over the week. You guys actually see what looks to be like just the caves, wide caves that are filled with green moss that kind of glows lightly, and some stones that are in the ceiling that are like stars. The same stones that were in the on the castle and everything. And as you navigate.
Did we decide if we're sending reconnaissance ahead of the ship?
No, I don't think so.
I think we got distracted by the Sam thing.
Well, I'm getting that ball rolling again.
All right.
Are we sending reconnaissance ahead? Like I said, I can turn into a shark and I can bring one other person with me.
It wouldn't hurt, I don't think.
I can also turn into a mermaid and go with you.
Either that, or I can send 2 people because I can't see that well anyway.
You don't have dark vision?
I have dark vision. Out of character, my wisdom score is a 0.
Oh no.
I have a 10 total. I do not have any pluses and anything, so yeah.
Does dark vision need that?
It's just a matter of if I want to send somebody with.
Give me
that can
just
see
a
better.
moment. I'm going to kidnap Fran real quick.
Okay.
Okay. We've been left unattended. Riots!
That's not ominous at all.
Yeah, there we go.
Hi, stream. I'm the master now. Everyone gets a bunch of gold, and we're gonna go fight a demon, and
We're gonna call him Stinky, and then he explodes.
and everything explodes, and then we win.
Yeah.
And then
And then we're going to name all the other demons, and we're going to call them PP and Poo Poo.
we're gonna rename everything.
What was that Keen Beast skit with D&D? The Eye of Olga opens up.
my
I like
Fucking D&D skit was so fucking good.
Oh my god.
I want to roll to save the city bitches.
So now you guys know. Now you guys know Sarah's answer. As players.
Dun dun dun.
Also, Fran was acting a little suspicious.
A little bit.
Fishy.
That was
Just a
suspicious.
little.
No,
I love how then we get the bomb drop. Oh yeah, Gregney can talk. I thought I told you guys.
It's like, what?
Sam doesn't get told anything. Not a goddamn thing. Mom doesn't
this
get
was
to know
before-
nothing.
This was no wait. Yeah, actually, yeah. Sam was with us when that happened. I think.
Nothing
Hello.
happened. Hello, dipshits.
I wasn't planning to riot or anything.
That's fine. I can just have you roll with disadvantage for the rest of your life.
a mutiny or anything. It's just fine.
All right.
Good thing I'm not the captain.
We will say this: you guys arrived.
Why does
Really,
this always happen to me?
What DM?
This happens to me.
What did DM say?
I said you guys arrive at the shore of the city.
Wow.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
I thought we were sitting at recon. Oh, never mind.
In the distance, you see what looks like a large stone wall that seems to be carved out of the ground, just like the other city. But you also see flickers of light over what appears to be a cliff, directly in front of that. Like this city was built on a cliff that you walk up to from the shore. You see what looks to be fire and flames in front of the city. And as you pull up, it is silent. There's no sound. There's no audio. You pull up, and I assume you pull up kind of to the side, not directly at the docks, but rather a little ways away so that you're able to be unseen.
Right.
So, as far as y'all know, you are unseen. You arrive, and again, you see fires, almost what looks like pillars. Dozens of them on this cliff, along with what looks to be like stones and trash and wood, brick, all stacked together, almost as if in a defensive manner.
And you said it was similar to the other castle, or no?
So the stone walls that wrap around the city seem to be similar to where they've carved out of the ground. Like they physically carved the city downward on a cliff face to like make it out of stone.
Question: how like tall? Like how far up does the ceiling of this area we're in go up to?
You cannot see it.
Cool. Good to know.
But as are you guys approaching the city? Are you approaching those pillars? What are you doing?
Fran is going to carefully get off the boat. He has his cloak up and everything. He's wearing essentially the jester's garb and everything. And he looks to Gragnar. You said that you can change yourself, correct?
Yes.
How small can you make yourself?
Hold on. I actually have to look up the fucking creatures because I turn into beasts. Pretty fucking small. Hold on.
I can help you with that. If you're willing.
I think okay, it depends on what you want. Do we need something that can fly? Do we need something that's like really tiny?
Something that can definitely give us an idea of what we're going into without getting yourself caught. I was thinking of turning you invisible.
Bat.
So a bat?
I can turn into a bat, or I can turn into. I mean, it's up to you. Like I'm spitballing here. We have giant bats on the table, but that seems like a bad idea.
I want to do a perception check. What kind of creatures do I see around the cavern?
As you get quietly, Fran, go ahead and roll a. You can either passive perception, roll perception, and take at least your passive, or you can roll an investigation.
I will roll an investigation. I get a +9 in that.
Okay.
My passive perception is a 15. So.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's 18 +9.
Fran, as you sit and you look around, you're looking for creatures. You don't see any. It's silent for a very long while before you realize you hear fire crackling, echoing from the distance of the town. Again, you realize that those lights are not lights. They're pillars set ablaze. And you can hear the moaning of the people in the distance.
Moaning?
You hear moaning.
Oh, no.
Like undead moaning? Do I recognize it?
First, sounds just like people. Then, the moaning turns to wailing. And then the wailing turns to cries.
I want to do an insight to see if I recognize these cries.
Do we hear this too?
Fran,
Yeah.
with your passive perception,
Oh.
you see it before it gets to you.
What?
You see wraiths.
Oh, fuck.
Roll
Wait,
for
what is-
initiative.
Did they see me?
Oh,
I was just looking around. We barely got off the boat.
They are wandering wraiths, the souls of the dead cannot rest.
Alright. Fine with me.
So we all rolling for initiative now?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Initiative.
All right. Shit, what's my initiative? There it is.
Non-net 20.
Well, that is an 8.
I got a
13 for me.
15.
All right. Let me
Do you
go
want
ahead.
us to type it into the chat?
Yes, go ahead and type it into
Thank
the chat. Campaign AASB.
Dirty stinky 20. Shit, I probably should have waited to get my fucking wings up. God damn it! God damn it! I'm so mad.
It's okay.
And Garum is there with you. He, the look on his face, he's never seen a ghost. Fran, when you see them and you turn around, Garum is facing you, so they're behind him. Do you tell him that you see this?
Turn around.
Oh, shit! All right, so let's see. Gragnar is going to go first.
Ghost.
Nah, Fromm rolled higher than me.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, Dirty Stinky 20. Okay, I saw
Yeah.
Dirty Stinky and I was like, what the fuck are you writing?
Another shopping list. I'm a ghost.
I was literally about to say that as a shopping list.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. We've got. Oh my god, I was gonna type it there, but y'all's fucking memes. Give me a second.
Sorry.
I'm not.
Can't
I'm not
stop, won't stop.
We got Fran. We got fucking don't post any more memes until I get this shit written.
Okay.
Fucking hell. We got
Backspace.
Ragnar. We got Sam,
Sam, oh my god.
Gerdak,
One.
and Serafina.
Fucking
All right. And then I need to roll for Garum. That's a nat one.
He got he pissed himself like a little piss dragon. Little dragon, little piss dragon.
Peace, baby.
Leave my husband alone.
Little piss dragon, little piss dragon,
Oh my
piss dragon.
Garum, come on.
Where's Big Daddy Dragon Man now?
Were you gonna say Big Daddy Dick or some shit?
I was gonna call him a bitch.
Alright, so just so y'all know, your silver weapons,
Yes.
And holy water.
and holy water. Now, the Bloodborne guy, he brought to y'all's attention that the best use for this is at the same time. Putting holy water on it on your silver dagger will allow you. Silver will allow you to hit the wraith. Holy water on silver will allow you to do full damage.
Okay.
You can choose now to code it as a starting action,
Yes, please.
Yes,
or you can choose just to use your silver.
I dip my assassin's daggers into the holy water.
I do that with my rapier as well.
I
Okay.
have a
Coach, my great
single-
axe.
I have a single short sword.
But I'm not coating it. I'm like literally dipping it in there, like it's
Okay.
DP.
Stirring it.
Let me do this. I'm gonna go down the
Dipping them
list.
fat little toes.
I'm gonna go down the list.
Okay, you're going down the list.
Guys, I'm gonna go down the list. Yay or nay if you're coding your weapon. Fran,
Yay! Verily.
Shut up.
Ragnar,
I got a short sword.
Sam,
Yes, my hook and my leg.
Gerdak,
Damn.
Serafina.
Yes.
All right,
I'm
all of
dipping
you,
my rapier and my daggers.
remove one vial of holy water from your stuff.
I did.
Wait,
Okay.
even if we dipped it?
Yes, you need to code it.
So what you're telling us is this liquid is viscous.
It's viscous. It's syrupy.
When you
Is
dip
it
it
only
into, when you
water?
dip your water, when you dip your blades into the water, or if you pour it, you watch it almost be absorbed into your blades.
Oh, okay. Also, where the fuck is Bloodborne guy?
Yeah.
He was on the ship, and he was standing at the top of the ship, getting ready to come down. He was like, you guys were hopping off, and he was like, all right, I'm coming.
Ah,
And
yes,
he's-
plunging attack. As all Bloodborne.
What is his name again?
And
Obviously a dragoon.
What is his name again?
what?
What is his name again?
Oh, okay.
Victor.
Yeah, Victor. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over everyone.
Okay.
So, Victor is there at the top of the ship as well. And as you turn around, friend, and you say turn around to Garum, he looks up and he sees the 4 wraiths coming your way. And they all start out letting out a howl. I need you all to make a wisdom save. Everyone.
Okay.
Wisdom is.
Wisdom save.
Oh, okay, that's a 16.
I also got a
My
6.
dice love me today. I just got a 19. I get a +1 to my wisdom save, so that's a 19.
So do I.
I have
Job.
tiny little dice. They like to
Oh,
bounce
whoops,
around.
not
a lot.
165. 16.
God damn.
So,
Here you go.
yeah, just throw it up in chat. And
Ragnar,
everyone
you're
who got 15 or higher, you're good.
Yay!
Ragnar, you're feared.
Oh, no.
Ragnar, what?
He's feared.
Yeah, you will do everything in your power to go the opposite direction of these 4 wraiths. Basically, until you make a wisdom save, which will happen if you're hit, or if you start your turn. Until you pass a 15, you're not able to approach them.
So,
Shit.
so for player knowledge, because I don't really know what rates are in D&D.
So wraiths are medium undead, neutral evil. Wraiths are specters, souls that are unable to rest. They are capable, and I will post.
So they don't have like a physical body.
No,
just-
they are.
okay.
They're spirits, like gaseous black smoke spirit.
Okay.
Give me just a sec. I'm gonna go ahead
We're
and
fighting Casper the unfriendly ghost.
Casper and his posse.
I'm posting it in chat what they look like.
Ooh, they look dope.
I like that.
They look like the things from fucking
Lord
The
of the
Hobbit.
Rings.
Yeah, the Hobbit Lord of the Ring things.
Nah, obviously they're from Bloodborne because Bloodborne guy is here.
Yeah, the Bloodborne guy.
As they let out this howl, their mouths extend, and there's this howl. You all feel for a split second like afraid and terrified, but most of you pass. Ragnar, unfortunately, you did not. So you did you turn into the bat yet, or were you getting ready to?
No, we were discussing it. I was talking about turning into an owl, but we didn't get to
Well,
it.
now we just jumped into combat. Okay.
Alrighty. So
And now he's just a fish on the deck.
we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the Wraiths who rolled a nat 20 on their
Fucking Christ.
attack, and they move as a unit. Yeah.
Okay.
Garum is the closest one, so all
no.
four Wraiths just kind of go.
Oh no.
Nom, 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 nom.
And Garum, who like quickly pulls out a fucking
Cover yourself in holy
vial.
water. Cover yourself
Yeah.
in holy
He pulls out a holy bottle. He just dumps it on his waist, covering his guns really quickly. He's like, "Holy shit!"
For context, it's not like a JoJo gif of everyone beating the shit out of a guy on the ground. Fuck.
So we're gonna roll.
You're doing great, sweetie.
That is 2 hitting, 1 nat fail, which gives him a parry, and then 1 just misses. So what you guys see is that you watch as 2 of them reach out their hands for life drain. Melee weapon attack. All right, necrotic damage. The target must succeed a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, or its hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken.
Yikes.
Permanently?
This reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest. The target dies if this effect reduces his hit points to maximum to 0.
Shit.
Ooh.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no.
rates no fun.
And I'm just going to let you know right now, the average for that damage is 21.
Oh, I don't have that much HP!
You
Also,
don't?
apparently,
Wait.
What?
I have
Feels bad to
70,
be
I
bad.
have 78 HP.
Like you don't.
And apparently I have 4 temporary HP. I don't remember where the fuck that came from.
Feels bad to be bad.
You have more health than I do.
I do.
Yeah, Fran has like a
Very,
shit ton
very
of fucking health.
We're going to go
I
ahead.
have to.
I'm going to go ahead and give me just a sec, pulling a page up so I can just roll the dice via the digital rather than having to roll the dice every time because it's quicker.
It's a lot of dice.
I like rolling the dice. They make it a click clack.
Click clack.
Math rocks.
I like
And
it.
then we
Math
eat 'em.
rocks. Arr. Delicious. Busting on the tortilla even.
Busted on the tortilla even.
Big crunch.
Big old
Crunch.
crunch.
God damn.
And that's going to be 40 damage.
Oh!
It's a good thing he tanky.
Yep.
Wait, for Garum?
Yeah, Garen's tanking.
Yeah.
He tanky.
You're doing great, buddy.
Okay, so we're going to
I've
start.
hit him worse than that. It's fine.
Alrighty. You watch as Garum pulls out his gun, and one of them grabs his wrist. The other one goes to slash at him, and because the wrist was grabbed, it misses. And you watch him point the gun up, and he pulls the trigger, dealing 2d8 damage with the round. That is a holy light round.
Oh, so
Oh, let's
mullet
go.
damage.
And he rolled max damage. That's 2 8s.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, question, DM: do I still have some of my ASMR? Or ASMR?
You have all your
stats?
ASMR stuff except for the
Except for
flying.
the wings? Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. So that's gonna be that's 20 on his behalf with the max damage. All right. So with that, he hits one, 2 of them hit him, and the other one misses. And they do not get multi-attack, thank the gods.
Thank God.
And next, I'm going to go ahead and Fran,
Yes.
you're next.
Yeah, I'm gonna immediately move to assist Garum. So I'm going to throw one of my Assassin's Apprentice daggers at one of the wraiths that's been coated in the holy water.
Alright.
I get to add my charisma to that because of the specialty to it.
Charisma. Wee.
Whee!
I still want to have a movie night for that.
So that is
Oh, I should put on some battle music, shouldn't I?
Oh, what the fuck? Hold on.
What?
19 to hit.
You hit.
Ooh.
Dope.
Which one are you hitting? The one that Garum shot, or the one that missed him, or one of the two that hit him?
One of the two that hit him.
Okay. So you aim for the second wraith, and you roll for damage. Full damage.
Yes, that is going to be a d6 plus my charisma also. That is a, let's see, 10 damage.
Nice. Alrighty.
Um,
What do
and
you do
since I'm
next?
By the way, since I'm attuned to these daggers, I get a +2 to my AC, so my AC is 22.
Mm-hmm. And also, as a bonus action, you can pull the blade back. Don't forget.
Yes, I was actually going to say I get 2 attacks, and then I can also use my bonus. So I am going to throw the second dagger.
Okay.
To try to hit the one that he's grappling. Do I get advantage on that one?
Yes, you do actually, because they are currently grappled as
That's another 13 plus 6, and then that is just a 12. So I'll take the 13 plus 6. That was the 19, I think.
well. Okay. Yep. All right. So roll your damage.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage that time.
Alrighty. And do you use your bonus action to call both blades back?
Yes, I do.
All right. So you deal. I think we said it was half of the original damage. So you roll it, and then you do half of whatever you roll.
Correct. And it's an auto hit, right?
Yes, it's an auto hit because they go through them and immediately come back.
Do I just roll 2d6s with that?
Yeah, you'll roll 2d6s and you'll whatever half that damage is. Round it up since we know it could be a 1.
Well, it landed on, well, the total is 18, so half of that, so.
Okay, so one of the d6s, what was that roll? Because they're 2 different.
So, the first roll was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
The second roll was 6, 7, 8, 8.
Okay, so that's 5 and 4 respectively.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's... Look at you using the tools.
Yeah, using the tools.
All right, is that your turn?
Let me make sure I can't do nothing else. I forgot about that. I should really look at my equipment more often. I also have gauntlets that give me +1 to my AC, but I think I have that on already.
Yeah, I think when I gave them to you, you added the AC already.
I think that's it. That's all I could do for now.
All right. Next on this time with Dragon Ball Z is Ragnar.
That's me. I'm spooked.
So roll a wisdom save. Roll a free roll with a wisdom save. You got to beat a 15.
I believe in you. You can do this.
11. Yeah, I'm still
You
feared.
failed me.
Okay, you're still feared. You automatically use your movement to get away when you're feared. So at the beginning of your turn, the first thing you do is move about 30 feet back, whatever your movement is.
That's 30.
Okay. So you move. Do you move onto the ship or do you move further down the shore away? I'll give you that.
Ship.
Okay. You move the 30 feet up the ship. You end up behind Vic, who's the Bloodborne guy. Vic is up there. He watches you move back, and he doesn't look angry at you. It looks like he's going shit. Like he recognizes what's happening. You have an action. Do you want to try to do anything from the 30 feet away?
Hold on. How many fucking sorcery points do I have?
Ragnar, they're the other way.
Because you can still attack them from a distance. You just don't move towards them.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast fire bolts, but I'm gonna twin spell it.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. So go ahead. That's a roll to hit, right?
Yeah, it's a roll ahead. I got rolled twice since I'm twin spelling it.
Fucking hate that you use spit to do it.
That's how Gragnar was taught, so that's how I do it.
It's the oldest fucking joke we've got going, honestly.
He only does it when he's Davis.
Hey, yo, 18 plus.
Hey.
Where are these rolls at earlier, dice? 23 for the first.
You were saving him.
That is a nat 1. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so we've not really talked about parries from a distance. If you do a net one from a distance and they don't have a way to like parry you, they can't parry. Like obviously. But say they have a way to do a distance tech, they can parry you. In this case, what they do, let's see, one that you crit, they do create Spectre. The Wraith targets a humanoid within 10 feet of it that has been dead for no longer than 1 minute and died violently. The target spirit rises as a specter in the space, its corpse, or in the nearest unoccupied space. The specter is under the Wraith's control. The Wraith can have no more than 7 specters under its control at one time. Fran, you watch as Garum is being held, and you see the sand shift.
Oh.
And there is a corpse, a rotted, dead corpse of a drow that reaches up from the sand as if crawling out. In response to the failed attack, it turns and hisses at Gragnar from the ground and crawls up.
Okay, let me roll
Is it-
damage.
Yeah, you roll your damage. This is in response to his critical fail.
Is this adjacent to me?
It is about 15, 20 feet from you.
Okay.
9 points of the fire damage.
All right.
Oh, no.
As
Ashes on crack.
just let you know that they do have damage resistance because
Of course they fucking do.
Oh, how much? It was 9. You said
Yes.
that gets halved.
They have fucking resistance to fire too.
Ooh, which one do you aim at? There's one that hasn't been hit yet. It's the third one. The first one that is that hit Garum, or Garum shot. I'm sorry, and then the other two that are currently like messing with Garum.
I guess I'll hit the one that Garum shot.
Okay, so that's going to be half rolled up, so it's going to be 4 damage.
Oh my god. These Wraiths are disrespecting me. I don't like this.
Alrighty. And do you have anything else you can do? Do you have a bonus action? Anything?
Yes, I actually do have a bonus action, but I don't know if I want to use it because I only have 2 of them. I'll save it. Because I only have 2 uses of Mantle of Flame. Yeah, I'm like, can I like duck down behind the railing, I guess?
Yeah.
Back on the ship.
You can duck down behind the railing, taking half cover.
Cool. Yeah, it's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Next is going to be Sam.
So I'm not on the ground. I would assume I'm still on the ship, yes?
You were on the rail going down the ship. Like y'all were just coming off when the Wraiths came across you.
Okay. Am I in direct sight of any of these Wraiths?
Yes. Garum was like the first one down, so like he's chilling. He's got, some friends hanging out with him, arms wrapped around him, vibing. And so like you see those. The 4
But do
of
any
them,
of them see me? Are they looking at me?
no, one is looking at Gragnar as he's up top behind you. There's a what is it called? A specter that is like crawled out of the ground, also looking at Gragnar, but the rest of them are all focused.
Okay. Since none of them are looking at me, and I'm not in direct line of sight of them, would you allow a sneak attack with a ranged weapon?
They are preoccupied. I would say they're distracted, yes.
Okay, so I will... So there's 2 Wraiths on Garum right now?
There's 2 Wraiths that are on him, touching him right now, draining life from him.
Okay.
And then there's one that's... they're all 4 next to Garum.
Okay.
How many are there? There's only 4?
There's 4 of them and a specter that just came out of the ground.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to at least hit one of them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire my harpoon.
Alrighty, do your ranged attack.
That is 18 to hit.
You hit. Roll. You lift your leg. You fire. Roll your damage.
Okay, so the damage will be the regular damage for the leg is 1d8 plus 1, and with a successful sneak attack, it's an additional 5 d8. Or is it DC? Hold on, let me check. No, it's an additional 5d6. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So give me a second because I only got 1d6. 1, 7, 9, 2, 11. Okay, so that'll be 26 damage in total.
Okay. So you deal 26 damage. Which one are you aiming at? The one that everyone's been targeting? Or one of the two that are holding on to him?
I'm gonna do one of the two that are holding onto him.
Okay. So you said it's how much damage?
It's 26.
Okay. All right. Your shot runs right through the face of one of them, inches from Garum. He goes, "Shit!" And you watch as it kind of loosens its grip and it reforms itself. Did you tie the rope to this, or did you just fire it?
I just fired it.
Okay. And you watch as its face reforms as it's looking at you. It letting go of Garum.
Okay.
All right. Do you have anything else you can do?
I would like to use. Would I be able to use my bonus action to use another vial on my trident?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that. I will take the trident from off my neck, summoning it in full, and I will use the vial to bless my trident.
This is
Is Sam just standing up with just one leg right now?
Sure am.
her artificial leg can allow her to stand despite whether she has or does not have the spoke in it.
Oh.
But this is the first time y'all are seeing this. You watch as Sam pulls the trident off, douses it with water, and suddenly Sam's body, while red, gains a violet hue around her neck, and it inches up her body, and you see what looks to be loosely scales around her cheek and her hands. You now have a swim speed equal to your movement speed, and cannot drown.
Nice.
Okay. Is there anything else you can do?
That's all I can do for right now.
Alrighty. Next is going to be Vic.
Let's go, Bloodborne Band.
You watch as Vic reaches behind him. I'm just going to lean into the Bloodborne. He pulls out what looks like a blade folded and just throws it out. Something unfolds and you hear a loud shink click as he then points it at one of the wraiths, and it is a gun blade.
Let's fucking go!
And he pulls the trigger. But as he pulls the trigger, he's going to use his bonus action to kick Gragnar.
Oh!
Wake
That's
up.
rude as fuck.
Wake up, little friend. Focus.
Actually, no, yeah, I get it.
You're getting a chance to roll wisdom save.
Yeah.
I'll try failing again.
Let's go, Gragnar. Let's
Let's
go.
go. Let's go, Gragnar. Wait, what was it?
5.
Ah, shit.
I am not good at wisdom saves.
He aims at this giant fucking what looks like a hacksaw, like a razor blade at these wraiths, and he fires. And you watch this slug, looks like a cannonball almost, fucking fires out of it. And he's going to go ahead and roll a d12 of damage plus 4. That's going to be 16 damage. And he's aiming at the one y'all are at the other one that is holding on to Garum. So it's going to be and then he's going to use his movement to dash forward, or not dash. That's a descriptive term. It's not what it's actually. He runs forward 45 feet.
Damn.
He is right up on where Garum is, and he's going to go ahead and use his secondary action to swing his blade to try to get it to let go of him. And that's going to be 10 damage. He slices through their hands, and they deform and reform about 5 feet away from Garum. So, alrighty.
Do I notice as we're hitting them, they're just reforming?
Yes, it becomes fairly obvious that they are some sort of specter or mist-like creature as a wraith.
Can I? Well, I don't know if it's my turn yet. I don't think it is, but
Next is actually Gerdak.
okay.
But save
will-
that.
Huh?
You're right after Gerdak, so save
Okay,
that.
because I wanted to ask Vic, but I'll wait till my turn.
So, as Gerdak has been excited to really fight something, I'm pretty sure we can say that he went down to shore with Garum.
Yeah.
I'm how much movement does Gerdak have to do to to go into flanking in one of the aspect?
5 to 10 feet tops.
Oh,
You're essentially rotating, and with you and Vic there, you're now flanking.
Well, before I move, I would like to, since I'm a barbarian, I'm gonna rage.
All
Let's
right.
go.
And because I'm a Storm Herald barbarian,
You're a what barbarian? Wait, what'd you say?
Fuck
I'm a Storm Herald barbarian. You see flickers of lightning
Fuck yeah.
zap through my body as I begin to move, and I would like to designate one of the wraiths that was attacking Garum to get struck by lightning.
Ooh.
Wait, what kind of barbarian are you? I missed it.
Storm Herald.
Ooh.
Alrighty. So you use your attack to attack them, casting lightning. Roll. Is it a roll to attack?
It's
or
actually
is
not
it
an attack. No, when I rage, I can just choose a creature
It's like-
and they get struck by lightning.
It's like you. Boom.
So roll damage.
They must succeed a dexterity 15.
Oh, a dexterity 15. Okay.
Yeah. Success is half. Full is 9 damage.
Let's see. And it fails.
It takes nine lightning damage.
All right, it takes 9 lightning damage and is halved because of its ability to reduce damage. So
And then
that's
I
going
will
to
move into flanking to assist Garum, which will hopefully give me advantage to attack this wraith.
alrighty. So you deal damage to that one the first time that one's received damage, so it takes that 4 damage.
And I will attack the same one.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the hit.
Does flanking give me advantage against a wraith?
It does.
Sweet. Plus 8, 19 hit.
19 hits.
I'm gonna roll a d12, guys.
Oh, what the?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's a dice.
Did you say holy water makes it max damage?
Holy water means that you do full damage when you attack.
Okay, so I guess it's just full damage then, which is 12 plus 7 is 19.
Okay.
If I drink the holy water, does that mean that my spells will do full damage?
Right?
And then I
You're
will
gonna
do
pee
a
on
second attack.
Piss.
Piss. It's gonna be, does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
All right. Another d12. Hold on, don't have to roll. Another 19 damage.
God damn.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Nice.
Gerdak hitting. Gerdak hitting at the Wraith Pond.
And that is me turn.
Him turn.
Alrighty. So, once you finish your turn, it is now Seraphina's turn.
Okay, so give me a rundown on where everybody is so I can visualize.
So,
Because I don't know where everyone is.
Garum, Vic, and Garadak are right at the front. Garum
Like, are
was
they on
grappled,
land or are
he's
they
no
still
longer-
on the?
Yeah, you have all 4 wraiths and the specter that came out of the ground. They're all in that clump. They're all kind of clumped together right in front of everyone because they all attacked one person at the beginning. You, Fran, and Fran are right there. Sam is right behind you on the bridge of the deck, and then the Gragnar is hidden behind half cover up on the ship.
Gragnar.
Okay. All right. So, oh shit. Okay. I'm going to run up to one of the wraiths on, I guess, that are getting up on Gragnar. Garum.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and slash my rapier at them.
Okay. So roll to attack.
Okay, and I get a +5. Ooh, that's a 8.
You miss. You go to swing, and you watch as the wraith deforms in front of you and reappears. Your blade never touching them. They turn their head just in time, deformed, reformed.
Can I use my bonus action to put my hood up to activate Blur?
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, is there anything else you can do?
No.
At this time, it is now Garum's turn. Fuck! He pulls out his second firearm, and he's going to get 2 rounds off on the one that grabbed him directly in front of him, just at the same time. So he's going to roll to hit. I'm just going to roll both of them. Both hit. One is a crit.
Let's go.
Don't scare Dragon Daddy. So we're going to go ahead and roll damage. Okay. So one shot was max damage at 12 plus 3. The other was a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. So he does 15 plus 10. So it's going to be 25 damage.
Nice.
And he fires into the face of the one that you guys have been helped him break free from. And with that damage, you watch as the bright light of his fires, because he's loaded them with only the holy light ones, flashes, and you watch as the specter disintegrates.
Oh shit, I forgot to ask my fucking question to Vic. Okay, fuck.
And that one disappears. That one disappears.
So one of them's dead?
One of them completely disappears with a flash of bright light, and you see Garum holding his guns like in his chest, like, "Oh my fucking god, give me some fucking space!" And he's going to use his movement to just kind of shift himself to the side so that other people can see directly, because everyone was kind of behind him. He moves
And
aside.
You said there was only 4, right? They were all up on Garum?
Yeah, there were 4 plus the Spectre. One of them was just destroyed.
Okay.
And with that, we're going to go back to the top of the round. The Wraiths, after seeing one of their own completely disintegrate, all just fade into the ground.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And you hear more rumbling at your feet. They are all using Create Spectre.
Shit.
And 3 more specters come up, so 4 specters in total now. One of them is a rambling corpse. The other seems to be a spirit, not a wraith, but a ghost. And the other appears to be a
A halfling?
halfling without any legs,
So, late.
crawling out of the ground towards you.
God damn it.
Oh no.
and it opens its mouth,
Brother.
and its intestine comes out to try to grapple.
Are you fucking
Fine.
kidding me?
I was gonna. Ew! Don't touch me with your gut.
Yeah, its intestine comes out of its mouth to jump at Fran.
Icky.
It's going to try to roll a grapple check on you, Fran, a strength, with disadvantage, I believe, because you've got your hood and everything on. But what is the full terms of the hood and everything?
That you gave me?
Yep.
Let me see. One second. I don't remember if I have it on my notes in my phone or if I have it on the notes in my computer.
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't get lost.
She gonna get lost.
Ooh.
I think I just had it up too. Where is it? Hang on.
Where is it? Where
Is
it?
While you're looking that up, I'm going to go ahead and have the rest of them do their attacks. So that gives you some time. Two of the wraiths reach up from the ground, and they try to grab. One tries to grab Vic. The other tries to grab Gerdak. So let's see. Let's see if they can get you. So that's a nat 20 on Gerdak.
Yep. I grabbed it.
And that's a 4 on Vic. So, what's up?
Oh no! I was responding to the attacks.
Gerdak, you look down and you see a pair of hands grab you by your leg, and you feel as if something's being pulled from your body. It's using life drain again.
Damn.
Wait, who's getting attacked?
Gerdak.
Oh shit.
Your dad.
God
I'm pretty sure there's a chronic
That's
damage,
going
right?
to be 23 damage.
Necrotic.
Necrotic damage.
So anything attached to the cloak is silent. So anything on me, they won't be able to hear if I sneak up on them.
Okay. Which basically translates to gain advantage on sneak attacks.
Right.
Okay. So,
And then my max is reduced, right?
Yep, your max is reduced
Gotcha.
until you get a long rest. Vic looks down and sees hands grow up, and he just kind of jumps back. He's like, "Hey, no touchy." With that, the last. So I'm gonna go back. The last Spectre is going to try to grab Garum again, and then we have the. Or not the Spectre. Last Wraith is going to try to grab Garum again. And then we have the Spectres, which is that's gonna grab him again. Poor bastard.
My man.
My man.
That's gonna be 30 to Garum.
Third? God damn.
Garum is looking mighty tired after being jumped.
Okay.
Fran,
Have an
Yeah.
idea.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll. It's not at disadvantage, it's just a regular roll, right?
Correct.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. You watch as this halfling comes out of the ground, and you're like, what? Like, the rest of these are like traditional specters.
Ugh.
Yeah, this one just looks a little haggard. And then all of a sudden it opens its mouth, and you see its lower intestine just flies out at you. Like a ranged attack. And you step out of the way. Like, it just instinctual nope, and you can smell the decay. As it pulls itself forward, you then see two legs kicking from underneath his lower detached body that can't do anything. And then we have the 3 other specters.
Wait, you know what I just realized?
What's up?
Where the fuck's Gregny?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Gregny. Okay, so Gregny is on the ship, we'll say. They're up there with you. They're by your side. We'll make sure they have the same attack as you to make it simple. I apologize for that.
No, I just
forgot about
randomly
that too.
remembered. I was looking.
Yeah.
I was like looking through spells, and I was like, "Wait a second.
Where's my dog?
I forgot too.
What the dog at?
The specter that is looking at Gragnar is going to try to dash towards him in rage. It's going to give Vic an attack of opportunity because it's right by Vic. It's going to give Sam an attack of opportunity, and if it doesn't get hit, it's going to be right up on Gragnar. So Vic is going to roll his attack of opportunity, and that does not hit. That's a 4. Sam, you get an attack of opportunity. If you hit it, it stops in its place next to you rather than running right past you. And it is a fast undead. It is scarily fast.
Okay.
That's some fucking.
Man, get this.
Are they Walking Dead?
What's up?
Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Hell yeah.
brother.
I'm just gonna use the trident, and since it's imbued with the
Holy water.
stuff, like it gets full damage.
Yep.
It got the.
Which I forgot to do that. I forgot to mention that when I blasted my leg off, but I'll forget about that.
We knew you had already done it. We got full damage for that.
Oh, we did? Okay, I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure.
you did mention.
Okay, cool. Cool. And that will be 1d8 plus 1. Hell yeah, that's 9.
All right. So you do 9 damage to that specter. And you watch as you lop off a section of its chest. Like you skewer through, taking a whole side of it. And it stops as it spins for a second. And it lands on both feet looking at you and hissing. It's in your face, like 5 feet from you.
Hell no.
Can I just for flavor, can I kick him off my trident since it's stuck in him? Just
So you went through him. You carved a part of him out.
Oh, okay. I thought the pinchers were stuck in his chest or something.
No.
Okay.
And that leaves 2 more specters, who are going to. One of them is going to crawl, or I'm sorry, the ghost one is going to try to phase through Garadak, dealing cold damage. But Garadak, he's got to hit you. So let's go ahead and see if he does. No, that's a 5. That's a 5.
No.
He sits there, he looks at you, goes, oh. He just kind of steps aside. He's like, oh. Intelligence is not these things stats.
You went nowhere.
The last one is going to.
I'm imagining it just floating to Gerdak, and Gerdak just steps to the side.
That's basically what happens. And that's another 5 for the other one that tried to swipe at Garadak as well, because you're the biggest guy there. So you got 3 or 4 guys on you.
Oh, that's right. You're a fucking Goliath.
Yep. And you're doing passive damage to them. They fucking hate it. All right, so back to Fran. What you doing? What you gonna do?
So, what exactly am I looking at? What is adjacent to me right now?
You're looking at Vic, Garum, and Garadak, absolutely surrounded by undead. You see the Wraiths half in the ground, trying to grab at them. You have the halfling that its organ just flew at you, and it's slowly reeling it back. You see several different specters, which are different types of undead. They're low-level undead, kind of also attacking these 3. One of them lunges towards Gragnar, but is stopped by Sam. So there's almost a dozen undead in front of you. And they seem to be multiplying every time the Wraiths do something.
Fraud is going to run to Garam's side. There's nothing that can get opportunity attack if I move, right?
There is the halfling on the floor. He's between the two of you. But you can move wide. You can move wide, and
I'll move wide to get to Garam. In the instance of me running towards Garam, I'm going to stand between Garam, Gerdak, and Gragnar. I'm going to essentially slap Garam on the back and cure wounds.
Okay, so I will tell you, in this case, what does cure wounds do? Can you read that to me so I can just make sure?
I don't think it restores max HP.
No. A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
This would not work because it's not that he lost HP. His permanent level was dropped until long rest.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, so what it is you can't heal past your max HP, and these creatures specifically lower your max HP when they deal drainage damage. It's called
until they take
rest. Yeah, it's called life drain.
Gotcha. In that case,
I got an idea.
Bardic Inspiration.
You can do it, buddy.
I give Bardic Inspiration to the entire party.
All right. Is that D4 or D6?
Huh?
Is that D4 or D6 in this case?
It would be a D6 in this case.
Right.
Remind me what that does.
You get advantages on saving throws and or attack rolls. So whenever you go to roll your D20, you can add a D6 to it.
Okay.
Or you can add that D6 to a saving throw instead. You can't do both. You can only do one or the other.
So it's like an inspiration, basically.
Yeah.
It is an inspiration. Okay. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just didn't know if it worked differently or not. That's right.
Inspire.
When you roll an attack or a save, you get a D6 added to that roll.
Okay.
Let me double check to make sure that using Inspire doesn't use any. I think it's a bonus action to do that.
That'd be under your bardic traits.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
I heard a kitty.
Manly.
It's man.
The door.
Yeah, no. It just says inspire an ally within 60 feet, giving them a bonus of 1d6 on one ability check, attack roll, or save. Oh, okay. And it's the charisma mod per day. So my charisma mod is a +6. So I used all of them for everyone.
Yay!
You can inspire your allies to words.
Yeah, it doesn't
Bonus
say anything about using a bonus.
It is a bonus action. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, it says
choose one.
It says giving them a bonus, but hang on.
So you can inspire others through stirring words or music. To do so, use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet of you who can hear you. That creature gains one bardic inspiration die, a d6.
Okay, and then after I do that, I'm going to use invisibility on myself.
All right, so you get to pick one creature to gain that bardic inspiration.
No, let me see.
Garam looks like it needs it.
Yeah, give
Oh, no,
me
Garam's got to get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have an idea on that.
1 second. Oh. I'm also going to do this. This will be my last. It doesn't say if it's an action or a bonus action. All I have to do is essentially talk. I'm going to use the once between rests, you can make a person you talk with for a minute alone not be frightened. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, reading the wrong part. You can perform an action, there you go, to give yourself and allies who can hear you advantage on saves versus charms and frightened for 1 round.
Ooh.
So that was a
That is an action.
okay. So Bardic Inspiration was bonus action.
Yes.
This is a
An
action.
And this is for everyone who can hear me. So
It
we
says
get
a
advantage?
everyone gets advantages on saves versus charm and frightened for 1 round.
I thought it said it would use an action to pick a creature.
So it says, and I'll read it to you. God, I lost it already. Hang on. You can perform as an action to give yourself and allies who can hear you advantage on saves versus charm and frightened for 1 round.
Alrighty, which is nice.
Yes.
So Gragnar, at your next opportunity, you get advantage on your save.
Yay.
Yes.
I'll actually roll high enough to
And
pass.
does that mean that I still have 1 action left?
Yes.
If I use a
because-
bonus action, then I use an action.
Yeah, so you do have 1 action left because you already used your movement.
For my next action, I'm going to force. I'm almost a little happy to say this. I'm going to force a potion down his throat.
God damn it.
Garum,
Yes.
It wouldn't do anything.
potion wouldn't heal him.
It wouldn't?
No, it's his permanent. It's his max HP that's being lowered.
Oh,
not his,
yeah. His
Question,
permanent.
would dispel magic work on this?
No,
Damn.
this is one of those things that a long rest fix, and that's pretty much it.
I got an idea for him next turn. He should be fine. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Can you tell me what the turn order is again?
So it is Wraiths / Specters, Fran, Gragnar, Sam, Vic, Garadak, Seraphina, Graham, or Garum.
Wait, so Fran, Garum,
Sam, Vic, Garadak, Seraphina, and then Garum. You're second to last.
Okay.
Man, everything that I had planned was going to help Garum, but I didn't realize that it was literally permanently killing him.
Yeah.
So if he
Permanent,
dies, I guess I could use the scroll, but that's about all I'll do for him.
Yeah, but we can't save that for something. But well, actually, no. I guess.
Would
yeah,
you
I don't
prefer?
know.
You know what? That's going to be Seraphina's choice.
No, because now I remember.
It's up to you.
No,
Your
because now
dad or
I
your
remember.
mom?
Now I remember
I got some for him.
that Bahamut said that she's alive. So
All right.
I got
so,
some for him. We should be fine.
I'll hold my last action then,
okay, you
because I
hold your
can't do
action.
shit.
Alrighty.
Well, does that mean you're foregoing invisibility?
yeah, I was like, I thought you were gonna do invisibility.
Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do invisibility. There's nothing else I can do. I'm literally the healer / crit guy. That's it.
Crit
That's
buffs,
it. That's
crit
all I
buffs.
do.
Alrighty, so you
Nice.
cast invisibility on yourself, which will allow you to disengage without being seen.
Yes.
But you used all your movement to get up there. So.
Was he? Hang on. How far away was he?
The group was about 20 feet, but you went wide, so you used 30 feet.
Oh, okay. I guess.
With that, next is going to be Gragnar and your dog. What the dog do?
I get to roll to break this fucking fear thing.
With advantage.
I was about to fucking say I thought that was 2 6s. I'm gonna be so fucking bad. 16.
16. You break it. You're free.
Oh shit! I thought that was 2 6s. Okay, so I got a crazy idea. I'm gonna yell it out.
What is
Who
it?
wants to be a gorilla? From the fucking boat.
Get it.
No, thank you.
Oh,
Garum.
I'm just
Garum
making
looks
it
tired
known.
as fuck. Garum looks tired as fuck, and he just kind of looks up at you. You can
Brace
see the
yourself.
color leaving his face. What?
Brace yourself. You'll see. I'm going to cast Polymorph. I'm twin spelling it. And I'm also using another sorcery point. Hold on. Let me mark these off because I will lose track of them. I think that was 3. Hold on. Yeah. I'll use another sorcery point to double how long it's supposed to last. So rather than it lasting an hour, it lasts 2 hours. I turn Gregny into a giant gorilla, and I turn Garam into a giant gorilla.
Nice.
Okay. Y'all watch as Garam goes, turn into a what? And he goes, "Rah!" And he grows. You see his hands holding the guns, but his fingers get so big that he's just kind of like, it's like a grown adult holding a little pew-pew toy. And he's holding them, and he's more gripping them. And he lets out a howl. And for story purposes, we're just going to say that he actually like slams down on one of them. It doesn't do any damage, but you see him like using the guns almost like clubs. Like, and he looks at Ragnar, and he almost looks pissed, but he's like, I feel a lot better now. Thank you. This isn't how I expected to be taken care of.
I don't have healing spells.
I got lay on
I
hands.
do, but I can't do shit for him, so he's kind of fucking screwed.
Yeah, I got
This is
lay on
the best I can
hands,
do.
but that ain't do shit.
This is the best I can do for him currently. So he is a giant gorilla with 157 health.
All right.
And I send Gregny after one of the wraiths.
All right.
Okay.
I'll send Gregny into the mix with the goddamn
Go,
wraiths.
puppies.
All right. So
Holy shit, this is
Gragny
multi-attack. Holy shit.
leaps into the air. I don't know if y'all have ever seen a gorilla jump.
Yes.
It's terrifying. They are way more agile than they should be. Leaps from the fucking boat and jumps down on the specter directly in front of next to Sam. Sam, I need you to make a deck save as Ragni destroys the plank.
Oh shit. Okay.
Landing body full force into it. This was not built for a gorilla's body.
I love how we have two.
You said a deck
Kong Kongs
save?
on the beach now.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this.
How much damage, Ragnar, does a gorilla do with like?
Do I need to roll to hit because they
Don't
have
got
multi-attack?
that.
Oh no.
So
That
we
is a-
have
You have two King Kongs currently on the beach because they're both huge.
no. I'm asking. So
Oh.
we have 4 specters and no. I'm sorry. 4 wraiths and 6 specters.
4 wraiths and 4 specters.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah. 4 wraiths and 4 specters, one of which is currently getting bodied by a big gorilla. Yeah, so roll the multi-attacks for Gragny.
I'm just gonna roll both attacks and see if they hit it. Jesus Christ. 28 and 29.
Those hit, roll the damage and then have it for me.
Okay, so it's 3d10 plus 6. Where are all of my d10s, video? I don't know what half of 17 is. That's like 9? Is half of 17 9 or 8? I can't remember.
It'd probably be like a 6
So,
or an 8.
Half of 17. It would probably be
Yeah.
like 8.5.
so it's 8.
So,
Yeah.
cool. So, first attack does 14 points of damage. That is halved.
That's fine.
Hold
on, that's- Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
They do a second attack, but there's nothing left. They come down, they smash the fucking deck. Sam, do you land on your feet or no? What did you roll?
So, funny story.
Oh no.
That was so my dex is a +7, right? But I rolled a nat 1.
So you got 8.
Yeah.
So you hear this gorilla's howl, and you're like, what? And you see this, like, if there was a sun to be blotted out, there's a fucking gorilla above your head that comes out smashing it, and the look, like, if there was any humanity left in the specter as it looked up and looked at you, it's just, I didn't even want to be resurrected. I didn't.
And I look back at him and be like, I'm sorry, that was my husband.
And fucking smashed, and you fall back as you watch in slow-mo this thing get crushed like an accordion. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Gardak. That's pretty much it. Alrighty. And we watch as they are accordions into the fucking ground.
Jesus.
And with that, we're going to pause this session and start the next session because Ron's got a day job.
I unfortunately do have.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, you are down to 3 specters, 3 wraiths.
3 specters.
Obviously, we intimidated them, and they're just gonna run away. Duh, there's 2 giant gorillas.
If these things had any form of intellect outside of I'm suffering, so you're gonna suffer, sure. That's not how wraiths work. What the fuck is that, Gardak?
God damn it.
What the fuck?
Lord.
That's us on the beach.
Ooga chaka.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga.
That's Drakkar at the front, and like Garum is like, I don't know what's happening. I can't stop.
The
Please
funny
help.
thing is, I can do it because I have fucking polymorph stored in my staff, and then I can twin spell it.
So question. Do we want to do continue this session next week, or are we still going to do the 4 seasons next week?
That's up to you guys.
That's up to you guys. I obviously am biased because I want to be a player, but also combat and shit. So like, that is up to you guys.
I don't mind taking a break from so you guys can finish your one shot.
I wanted to do next session.
Well, I think forgive me if I'm wrong, Beck. You said that you could fit everyone in that, correct?
I could fit everyone in that, but that's just a filler thing. That's not like main campaign, so it's not important.
I'm down for whatever you guys decide to do.
Okay.
I want to fight more.
I will say
we've been building up to this for a while.
Yeah, I want to continue this session because we've been trying to get to this point.
All right. So once this combat,
years.
Once this arc is done or this combat's done, we'll decide whether or not we want to do the continuation of the 4 seasons. Because I want to plat. I'm so fucking giddy about the 4 seasons. This is really fucking fun.
I mean,
but
barely. This is my playing campaign.
Let me pause the literal fire I had going. There we go. Background.
It was a great session, guys.
Yeah.
Session ended with 2 big old gorillas on the field. They all like, ooh,
I will say this.
Dang old gorillas there.
I will say this.
Hang on, gorilla.
You guys are not noticed by the city or any of the other
how
big
in the
monsters.
fuck?
No. Hear me out. Y'all pulled up to the side. Y'all purposely stated you were going unnoticed by them.
Mm-hmm.
The Wraiths, are a side effect of things happening.
I was gonna say, I literally just looked in that direction, and you were like, "Wraiths are attacking you. Roll for initiative." I'm like, "What? Why did you have me look around then?"
To see if you saw them first.
The Wraiths are like the Kingdom's version of like a Ring doorbell. Like that's what.
So
Yeah, I figured the Wraiths were there because of what's going on.
In particular, would be aware that Wraiths come from cruel and unusual deaths, terrible fucking deaths, and the fact that there are corpses just coming out of the ground. Specters need a pre-existent body to make one. The Wraiths need a
pre-existing body to make one.
Must be.
So I want y'all to think about how many corpses you're walking over the sand right now.
Oh, a lot. I'm genuinely surprised we didn't alert the city with the 2 huge gorillas roaring.
Nah, it's cool.
We did.
I've lived in the Kingdom United. Their entire shores are paved with blood, so it's fine.
And
This is normal.
This is normal.
And my name's Gragnar, and sometimes people be dying.
Sometimes you be catching things on fire. Sometimes gorillas.
My name's Ragnar.
Fucker.
My life's kind of
Kind of crazy. Yeah.
My life is kind of crazy. Pans like Ragnar literally stabbing someone so he can beat his fucking brothers.
Yep, that's me.
Probably wondering how I got here.
Fire is the definition of this is fine meme, but it's corpses everywhere, not fire.
Oh god.
It's Lizzie McRagnar.
That's a good note to end on.
Oh my god.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in. For those of y'all who did, y'all should go and follow everyone on their Twitch streams. We got Lustria VT on Twitch. You go follow her there. You've got literal demon _ on Twitch, and go check him out there. We got Jojo Panda. He's also on Twitch and or YouTube. And then there's our wonderful DM Morphe Morph the Time. He's on Kick now with me. We've migrated.
You guys
and then Rose has a Twitter.
Yeah, it only took us finding her entire family, but it happened.
What's for the plug?
I don't remember your Twitter. You don't get on it a lot.
It's Rosie Reads 123. Thank you.
There you go. Wait, you put numbers in it?
Smash that subscribe button.
Rose, wait. It's you put numbers in it like an older person.
Sometimes numbers be
this is my brand.
Have a good night.
Rosie Reads 123. Don't look. Go ahead, and look her up on Twitter. 123.
Also, if you just go to our As Above So Below site, all of our links should be there. So
that's right.
We will
add that on the D&D.
We will be back next week to continue combat. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm hoping you enjoyed the combat for what it was.
Yes.
Yep.
now that we're finally here.
I wanted to choose something that would be scary without being over too much when y'all first arrived.
You almost killed Garum twice
Already.
over. What are you talking about? I don't want it to be too scary, but I'm gonna go ahead and kill this endearing NPC that y'all have.
Is not dead yet.
Currently, Garum's a giant gorilla.
Yeah, he's fine.
2 whole hours.
Ash.
It's fine.
Wait,
that wasn't
was
Ash.
it Garum that hit the thing where I am, or was that somebody else?
That was the dog. That was the Dragny.
Oh, okay.
Gregny is probably terrifying as a giant gorilla.
Considering they're
if these things could feel fear, I'm sure that Gragny would definitely be capable of it.
Considering that Gragny is the one that fucking stares into your fucking soul all the time.
And can actually talk.
Yeah.